Will do.
Give it.
Hello everyone and welcome to another Sovereign Citizen Watch. How's everyone doing? Today, we have a special edition. Today, it's all sovereign citizens from down under. We have Australia and New Zealand sovereign citizens today. Thematic. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing, looking at a bunch of Australian and New Zealand sovereign citizens today. The puppet is dead, so that's good. I killed him for being annoying. So anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Oh, if you're on YouTube, do me a favor, like the stream. Just give it a thumbs up. It's one button. I'm not going to start until you do it. Push the button now. 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 Anyway, push the button, please. If you want to help support the stream, you can always use bits, super chats, subscriptions, memberships, and until Friday, all tips are doubled towards the karaoke stream gift. Karaoke stream tip goal. Alright, enough of my bullshit. Overthought, thanks for gifting a sub, much appreciated. Hey Nemesaur, how's it going? And let's jump into it, shall we?
Emergency. An emergency.
From Gold Coast Рǝpu, just been stopped for a registration license check.
There you go.
Oh good, it's always good when they immediately decide to throw out some random paperwork that they've printed off the internet instead of their ID.
What's this?
You're being served.
Oh!
Yeah, you're being served.
You're being served, so you got pulled over by a cop for a traffic stop and you served them a lawsuit which you couldn't have possibly filed in the last 30 seconds. So it's not really service, is it? Bring back Sovsit T Strawman. Sovsit T Strawman will only come back to life if we get to the tip goal. Everything's doubled until Friday, and he will make an appearance in the karaoke stream if that happens. Until then, he's dead. I killed him.
Served with what?
A document of mine for any unlawful detainment.
That
and,
works, Phoenix.
Starting from the clock now. My name's, I go by the name of Grant Warren Hudson.
I think that look on her face is like pretty spot on for if you don't know what sovereign citizens are. Very confusing, I'd imagine. She must wonder, what the fuck is this guy doing? That's a fair response.
Clock now. My name's, I go by the name of Grant Warren Hudson. I have a power of attorney over my birth certificate.
He has a power of attorney over his birth certificate. So I assume this is a permutation of the American sovereign citizen idea that your birth certificate is some kind of separate straw man from yourself. I normally hear them use the word trustee, but it's basically seems like the same idea here. He's claiming that he has the ability to speak for that straw man, but he is not the straw man. Of course, all that's nonsense anyway, but it's what he believes.
Have a driver's license on you?
I do.
Yep. I'll grab that off here. Is it your vehicle?
It is my vehicle, I own it.
Yep. Registered to yourself?
Yep.
Yep.
Under UCC law.
Okay.
Under international law.
Okay.
I've got all my documentation here.
I don't think there's international vehicle registration, sir. Pretty sure that's a pretty local thing. Nelson JD, thanks for a 3-stream streak. In the United States, it's done by state. I don't know in Australia how it's done, if it's done by, like, individual... I don't know what the regions are called. Are they called states or provinces in Australia, or do they have a third name I'm unfamiliar with? Whatever it is, I don't know if it's done through, like, the Australian government or the more local level governments, but you do need a license.
One. Now have a look at that. That's my UCC filing number in the US.
What's the rego of your proper rego of your car?
There's a copy of my registration, my insurance, third party and full comprehensive insurance.
What was his surname?
UCC is US law. He did cite UCC. I'm sorry. I'm so used to American sovereign citizens that I forget that shit doesn't even apply here. It doesn't apply in the US either, of course, the way that sovereign citizens use it, but it's even funnier. The UCC is the Uniform Commercial Code, and that's in the United States. That's not a thing in Australia. That's a United States law.
Last name, sorry?
I'm power of attorney over Grant Warren Hudson.
You're not power of attorney. You
Here
just
is my
are
notice.
him.
That's okay.
To Neil Scales, the Director General, the Department of Transport. There's my registration.
Territories,
Warren
thank
was your
you.
middle name? Yeah. What's your date of birth, Grant?
1957.
The little thumbs up he gave. He thinks he's nailing it. Oh no.
Here is
not
my.
registered?
Here is. Yes, it is.
See, that's the
It's
thing.
reg-
He's saying it's registered, but I'm imagining it's not registered to the territory or to any Australian governmental entity. I imagine he does what United States sovereign citizens do, and he writes up his own bullshit paperwork, or he somehow places the property of the car in some sort of trust, and they think that that's enough. And then all of a sudden, oh, look, it's registered with me in a trust, so that counts, right? No, it doesn't.
Just under international law, and there's my copy.
Under the
You can have a look at.
international law.
Yeah, it is the registration.
Is it registered with...
Neil Scales, the Department of
Said
Transport.
he had it registered in the US. That's funny. What he means by that is he probably did the sovereign citizen thing where he tried to do some fake paperwork and sent it like to the United States Department of Transportation, which does not handle vehicle registrations in that way. Again, in the United States, that's handled on a state-by-state basis. But sovereign citizens get this idea that they can register it to the federal Department of Transportation, and that makes it so they don't have to be registered in the state. Again, incorrect, even in the United States. This guy's in Australia, so fractal wrongness on display.
Yes. Under my UCC filing number, there's a copy. It's the third time I've been through the same process.
Wow, you should probably stop doing it then, and it probably wouldn't go as badly as I assume it has gone historically for you.
Were you driving around with plates that don't belong to the vehicle?
They do belong to me, and they do belong to the vehicle. They're my plates, and under my UCC number, and they're registered and insured. Every part of it is totally lawful. And if you check all your documentation, you'll see it's
That
in
cop
order.
is so confused. Yeah, this video is from 5 months ago. At least it was uploaded to this channel 5 months ago. I don't know how prevalent this is in Australia, so I don't know if the cops get training for it or what.
This
There must
isn't
be
re-
enough, because I have a bunch of videos pulled up today from Australia, but it might not be as common as the US? I don't know.
registered with Queensland Transport. It's appointing Queensland Transport as judiciary. I own this vehicle. You guys don't own it. It's not under Queensland Transport. It's under international law. This
They're
vessel
not saying they own the vehicle. They're saying it needs to be registered in your territory or state or whatever.
is in dry dock.
Again, I don't know the specifics of Australian law, so I'm gonna probably get things either vague or wrong occasionally. Certainly the sovereign citizens are wrong, so bear
And-
with me on the specifics of Australian auto registration law. Not something I would have any reason to really know off the top of my head.
It is absolutely clear. If you have a look at this is appointing Neil Scales as the judiciary, and this was served upon him.
She's gone from confused to, like, interested, not in a way that she believes this, but, like, you can tell she's interested in the crazy. You can kind of get that look sometimes when you've run into someone abjectly just, like, kooky, and you're no longer scared. You don't feel threatened. You're just interested. You're collecting information so you can tell the story as vividly as possible later, you know? You just need to know.
and he has a copy of this.
I don't need that.
Well, you do need this because this is where it shows you the registration, and there's a registration number.
Do you type all this up yourself?
Pardon?
You type-
My lawyer did all this.
Who's
It's
your lawyer?
totally lawful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm silly. Did I not tweet out that or not tweet, blue sky? I don't think I blue skied or anything that I was live. Hold on, let me do the thing for that real quick. Here, we'll do this while I'm opening things I don't want you to see. Wow, I just completely spaced on it. Good job, me. Dead air. Thanks. Puppet in my brain. Oh no, now the puppet voice is in my brain mocking me. What have you done to me? Turns out the puppet just channels all my negative self-talk. That's probably not healthy. That's probably not great. Where were we? Somewhere around here. There we are.
Who's your lawyer?
Quentin Smith at Broadbeach Law Group.
Hey, Frey from the A.
There's
Good,
the
you think it's
registration number of the vehicle, UCC 202305231237. Private,
cute. The
vessel.
word for blue sky is skeet. I'm not gonna say skeet. I'm not gonna say skeet as a post. I'll just call it a post. Not gonna say skeet.
And dry.
Skeet is one of the grosser words for cum. I don't know why. Maybe it's the K noise. K. Like, I don't like that. Then you also have cum, but cum is a noun. Skeet is a verb, you know? Makes it worse. I don't want a K verb about coming. Well, it's a C though. It's softer. I don't know. I don't need to get in this discussion.
Doc UCC 1-308.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, none of that makes...
Doesn't make sense to you, but
No,
you
it
need to
doesn't make
understand that it is lawful. And insurance company wouldn't insure us if it wasn't, correct? And you got a copy of insurance, and you can contact your superiors and check with them. All my paperwork's in order.
I want what I would give to hear what she's calling into the radio right now. All right, we got some kind of crazy guy. He said he's gonna sue me. He also claims his car's registered in the US. Ashley one up with 50 bits. Skeet, noun. Trap shooting in which clay targets are thrown in such a way as to simulate the angle of flight of a bird from the sport skeet shooting. I'm familiar with skeet shooting. That's not, I think, what most people think about. Did you see Christy Carlson Romano got shot in the face recently while skeet shooting? It was Kim Possible and Ren Stevens. She got shot in the face at her birthday party recently. She's okay. She just got a little shot in the face. She's fine. She's fine. But she did get shot in the face. You can barely tell, for the record. She's fine. It's just a little thing right here where she got hit. She's good. She's fine.
It's not in your system. You guys don't own it. It's private.
Yep, gun safety, people.
This is where it gets really... Turn to me.
Ooh, directing.
This is where they get really confused. This is also my power of attorney over my birth certificate, me taking ownership over myself. This is where it gets really interesting. So,
Thanks, Snappy.
if you follow these procedures, if they break any laws from here on out, then they're being unlawful. And that means they're trying to stand over and above me and using coercion, which is also unlawful and against the law, if they try to stop me from driving my own vehicle. So now they're going to have to contact their superiors, and this is where it gets confusing for them. So it's
I think it's been confusing from the outset. So if your goal is to confuse, congrats. I think you nailed it better than even you predicted. But that's not necessarily a win condition in a traffic stop. Glad to hear it, Lady Anne.
what happens.
Also unlawful and against the law. Sovereign citizens do sometimes think legal and lawful have different definitions, so he might be thinking of that. Or maybe he just misspoke. It's hard to say sometimes. There are easier ways to confuse cops, for example, wearing an anglerfish onesie while driving. I live in a college town. That wouldn't confuse them at all. They'd just think I was a college kid, probably. An old, ugly... Nope, stops. No! No, Hannah! A college kid. Let's go with that.
Record.
What do you own this vehicle for?
That's another new vehicle.
Another new one. What do you do with the other ones?
I sell them every year. And
Every
I buy a
12
new
months?
one.
Well, that'll make sense.
Well, it's not on your system for good reason. You guys don't own it. It's not owned by you. It's
Yeah,
owned
it's
by
not
my
registered.
private
Again, they're not saying they own it, but it does need to be registered.
organization.
Yeah, we know. It's...
Hey, I
I
stopped myself. Don't yell at me to be nice. I stopped myself. I know. I'm trying.
Where you're coming from, but I've been down this. I've won it in court over and over again, and we just have to keep going down the same path until you guys realize that this is lawful. And what's happening, I know you don't think it is, but all my paperwork's in order. My insurance is there, everything's there. You ring up AAMI, you can check with them.
Oh, you're
My
insured,
vehicle's
you're just not
fully
registered.
comprehensive. No, it's registered. Look,
It's not registered.
this
It's
document,
insured.
I have a receipt of insurance, and I'll show you. Have a look at this document. Shows it's insured with
I know
Neil
it.
Scales, the Department of
We know
Transport.
it's insured, but it's not registered.
No, it's registered. It's
Okay,
registered.
there's a failure to communicate here. They're using registered, and he's like, it is registered to this random, irrelevant thing. Sir, it needs to be registered with the agencies that it is required to be registered to in Australia. Not America, not in some private trust. It doesn't just need to be registered in some nebulous way. It needs to be registered in Australia to the government. Okay. I feel like the officer doesn't quite know how to communicate this to him.
You can't see the registration.
Thank you
That
for the
doesn't mean
cookie,
to
Phoenix.
say it's registered. It's registered under you.
Greyline says we need a point reward where you have to say nice things about yourself. Never. Never would I do that. I would hate it.
UCC law with Neil Scales, appointing him as the judiciary. Now, you don't understand that, but if you ring your
Hey,
superiors
Halloween
and check
Town,
with
how's
them,
it going?
it's still registered, just not on your system because they don't contract with you guys.
Okay, see, here we go. Again, it needs to be registered with them, though, or at least with the state that they have access to, because that's the point of a registration. If you just register your thing anywhere, then what's the point of having it registered if it's not in a central area that can be searched for the registration? Do you understand the point of the registration? Because it doesn't feel like you understand why you're required to have a registration in the first place.
When
Now-
you drive a car, as you know, on a Queensland road, you have to register it.
No, you don't. UCC law 1-308 states clearly that you don't have to contract with Queensland Transport if you don't wish. However, you can appoint them as a judiciary. Now, it's not... Do you know if you say you have to register that that's coercion and you're forcing me to contract with another company or...
Okay, it's not a company, but yeah, society is coercive. Like, I don't mean to be the Joker, but we live in a society, and part of that involves doing things that you wouldn't necessarily do if there weren't consequences for not doing it. Right? That's life, is navigating social situations, both interpersonal and these, like, big meta interactions with society, like having to register things and comply with the law. Right? you're an adult, right? You should know that. You should know that, like, you don't get to do whatever you want whenever you want. I don't know how you get to be an adult and don't recognize that. Has no one told you no? I don't get it. You still have a gift sub or two from Bingo, right? Let me take a look. Probably, though. Do-do-do-do. Ba-da-ba. Oh, I gotta pay that. Do-do-do-ba-ba. Yep. Here's your name. Let me cross it off. And oh, did you want me to gift it? You currently have a sub, it looks like. And I can't gift you a sub until it's fully run out, if that's what you're thinking. Did you want me to give it to someone else, or was it you wanted it? Because if it's for you, I can't do it until your sub runs out. I gift it to Demibird Does. Demibird Does, would you mind just posting anything as a chat so I can click on your name? Where's my pen? Anyway, continuing the video while I do that. Hey, Just a Peach, I am early. I worked really early this morning, so I decided to stream basically as soon as I got home. I had to get up at 6 today, which is always fun. Gift a sub. Tomorrow I won't be early. Tomorrow will be at the normal-ish time of 4 or 5. So. Alright, cool beans. There's your gift sub.
Organisation, which I don't have to do. I mean, you don't realise this, but everything's changed since 2020.
Oh boy.
You know we're currently in martial law.
Oh god.
No.
I own every part of this
I
vehicle. I own the
kingdom for a
plates,
pen.
I own the car, and it can't be touched or tampered with. It's my vehicle. This is where it gets interesting. Hold it here to me.
At least they're not coming on my side.
Oh, there's a kid in the car! God damn it, why is the camera person a child? Stop doing sovereign citizen shit with kids in the car. I know this isn't America, so it's less likely the cops are gonna, like, tear gas you or pepper spray you or smash in the windows, but it's never zero, you know? Not great. Don't put your kids in danger for your own stupid bullshit. You have one job as a parent, and it's to protect your kids, okay? Don't put them in danger, you fool.
They're trying to work it out right now because they know that I'm right.
And here he is indoctrinating his child into nonsense. So that's fun. They know I'm right. Or maybe they don't, because you're wrong? Maybe you're wrong. Maybe don't teach your child incorrectly, asshole.
It's hard for them to... It's really easy if they don't come on my side. But if it's on my side, it's harder. Because
Poor kid.
they might, like, take the phone off me. But they can't do that. Not allowed.
So right now the clock is currently ticking. I'm served them with a document. We're at $10,000 per hour.
Yeah, that's nonsense. No one's gonna be paying that. Also, your audio's desynced.
So we just
Yeah,
sit
the kid sounds young. The kid sounds like 6 or 7 or something.
here and we wait it out. The clock's currently ticking. Then we serve them this video as evidence to the fact that the clock is currently ticking. And they're at $10,000 an hour. And we continue to do that. So here's the 10,000 unlawful detainment, apprehension, or arrest. So right now we're just going to sit here and we're going to wait for them to try and work it out. They're now on the phone to their superiors trying to get to the bottom of it. Because I've got a copy of everything. I carry a copy of everything with me. And we haven't even got to the first will and testament of the grantor.
He had the thumbprint thing too.
Oh yeah.
Some sovereign citizens think you need a thumbprint with every signature.
Which is my mother putting power of attorney over my birth certificate, which means they don't even have the right to actually pull me over right now. I'm totally out of their jurisdiction.
Then why did you pull over? If you think they don't have any power over you, why did you pull over? If some random asshole tried to pull me over who doesn't have jurisdiction, like it wasn't a cop or anything, because that's effectively the analogy here, right? You think these cops don't have power. So if someone who wasn't a cop, who I don't think has power, tried to pull me over, I'm not going to pull over for him. So on some level, you're aware that you need to pull over, otherwise things are going to get real bad for you. You know why things are going to get real bad for you? Because they have authority to stop you. They have a monopoly on violence. They have jurisdiction, sir.
So this is where it's going to get really
Hey,
fun.
Nemesaur, how's it going? Hope the meeting went well.
And you know what? I'm not going to give up, ever, until I put this thing to bed. And these guys start to understand that I don't need to register my vehicle with them. That everybody has their own right to travel, and no one should try and stop them.
This is going to cause so many problems for this kid. The kid's going to grow up, learn that this stuff isn't true, or at least hear that this isn't how most people think, so it's going to cause weird, like, schism in his view of his parents and the world, and it's going to break one way or the other, where he's either going to be like, no, I trust my dad, you know, which I feel bad, it's the wrong decision, but, like, when you're a child, you are, like, programmed, you have evolved to completely trust your parents. They're there to protect you, at least they're supposed to be. So when they fail you like this, I can't even blame the kid, necessarily, for believing the dad, you know? Of course he believes him. You're supposed to be trustworthy to your kids. You don't always be honest to your kids entirely, but you're supposed to be trustworthy, if that makes sense, you know? So, this just makes me very sad. All I can see is problems down the road for this kid, and it's just incredibly, incredibly sad.
Right now, they're contemplating whether they should continue down the path or not. And they realise that they're being served with my document now as well, which is making them question that
Kids
too.
young, how would they know
So
any
how
better?
much
That's
an
what
hour
I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you.
do they want to be at?
Hey, Korax,
and what do
how's
they
it
want to
going?
go through?
Where you like to go.
No problems.
I just thought I'd let you know so you know what's happening.
That's so unfortunate. Alright, let's see what's next. We have another, this one's from Western Australia.
Alright guys, can I just get your full names, your PD number, and your rank?
I'm Constable Watson from Highway Patrol. Just letting you know the conversation's being recorded.
You two
on
were on Facebook live stream.
That's fine.
Yep, so your full name
I
please.
think the only sadder thing to say to someone is, you're on YouTube, is you're on Facebook live stream.
Constable Watson.
No, your
The
first
reason
name
I
please.
stopped you today-
Your first name please, Mr.
I
Watson.
don't need to give you that. I've
Yes, you
provided
do.
No, I don't.
Look.
I'll give you the details I need to give you. All right, I'm going to continue.
And yours please. Can I have your full name and your ID that you're hiding?
No, nothing hiding. Constable Society 17434.
17434.
The reason we've come to your property today
Yep.
is we just saw you drive past us.
Yeah, I thought you you spun around and
Yeah.
followed me.
Yeah, and the reason that we've come is because your car is unregistered, and it's been unregistered since October last year.
And that's nothing to do with you. I've had this out.
It did have something to do with them, chat. It did have something to do with them. In fact, it was their job to give her a ticket at minimum. Probably seize the car if it's been that long. If it's long enough, they can impound the car, at least in the United States. I guess I don't know Australia stuff, but I would assume it's similar.
Guys, check on your sister. I spoke to the police literally 3 weeks ago because you did the exact same thing and pulled me over. So what you need to do is go back to the station, go put my name and address in, and go find the paperwork that you guys have been served. What you are attempting to do now is
I had no
manufacture...
idea this wasn't just an American thing. Nope, it exists in pretty much all the Commonwealth countries, exists in Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand. I know there's some even outside of the Commonwealth. There's some in Germany that I've heard of, but of course I can't really watch those videos. I don't speak German. And there's a few other places in Europe. But yeah, mostly America and the Commonwealth. Yeah, it's the US invented it, basically, and it's been exported from the US, and there's permutations, it mutates a little for the culture that it winds up in, but yeah, this is a United States thing. Sorry, whoopsie doodle.
Extra a contract for money. You're acting as accountants for the state. So I'm telling you, by law, I do not need to register. You absolutely do not.
Did you know if you say by law very confidently, then anything you say is true after that? It's true.
On the road,
You absolutely do not.
Driving that car, and you've committed an offence in that car.
If you
by
continue
driving
on, I will phone the police on the both of you. I will have to. Why
Ma'am, they are the police.
are you harassing me at my home? You guys, just to let you know, you guys have aided and assisted the kidnap of my children. I am sick of police harassment, okay? I am a single woman. I am 5'4", and you. Is there any reason why you continue to
Jealous.
pick on me?
I'm 5'6".
I'm not.
What is the
I'm dealing
reason?
with an offence
That's
you've
nothing
committed.
to do with you. I have not committed a crime. It's the right. Okay, I'm going to educate you. Okay, I'm going to educate you. Statutes, acts, and legislations
What does her height have to do with anything? No idea. It was just funny for her to say.
fall under statutory
Thank you, Freyline. I
jurisdiction.
wish I was shorter.
It's not about recognising it. Can you read this sign here?
So what will
Just to
happen?
show everybody.
Everyone
Can you
knows
read
5'5" is the minimum height for police to pull you over. It's kind of like a roller coaster. The ride in the cop car has a height limit.
this sign?
What will happen is, I'm going to enter your...
You are not.
I understand 5'6" is not that tall. I think the average height for women is like 5'5", maybe 5'4" or something in the United States, so I'm pretty close to the average. I just wish I was smaller. I wish I was tiny and cute.
Entering my property. Can anybody please come and help?
Stop me. You will be arrested for obstructing, all right?
You're gonna face a
Dahlia Vianney with 45 bits says, I'm watching while hanging out in my college library waiting for my next class, and I looked at the bookshelf next to me to find an 11th edition Black's Law Dictionary. I've never sat in this corner of the library before, so it's funny that it's the perfect day for it. That is perfect. That's pretty close. 12th is the current edition. That's pretty close to the main one.
lawsuit, pal. No wonder you don't want to give me your name. No, 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 you do not have the permission. This is trespass. Give me your full name and your rank. What's your rank? What is your rank?
We are able to use force.
So now you're threatening. Now you're threatening to shoot my dog.
No, I did not say that.
You need to listen to the public. Who do you work for? Right. Do you know what? Are you?
Who
Are
do
you
you work for? Who does number 2 work for?
Freemason?
Oh god, I'm at the stage in my life where I'm quoting comedies from like 30 years ago. That shit's so indecipherable to younger people. Don't be that person, Hannah. Don't be that person.
Are you
Gonna
a
start fucking doing a Borat voice yet? Or next?
Freemason?
Are you a Freemason? We did it! We got there! Accidental tinfoil.
You know what? Are you a Freemason? Are you a Freemason? Are you a Freemason? You're a Freemason. Go and get me
You are number
non-Masonic
6.
cops.
Good reference. Red Pyramid 10, thanks for following.
So so now I've got Masonic cops at my door. Thanks for admitting that. What degree are you?
Even if they were Freemasons, it's not illegal to be a Freemason. It doesn't preclude you from being an officer. Then again, I recognize that Freemasonry is just like a men's club that's maybe a little cringe, but she thinks it secretly runs the world as an arm of the Illuminati. So, I guess we're talking about different things.
Yeah.
Are Freemasons even a thing in Australia? I have no idea. He might just be fucking with her.
What degree are you?
And let us in.
You know, I'm not listening and I don't understand.
And I will
Just
do
know
If
your
you wanna
audience.
break
I don't
the
know my
law-
audience. I don't know the breakdown of like gender or age or demographics. I don't know my audience at all.
You break the law, all right, that's on you. I will file a lawsuit, all right?
That's fine. It's
Oh,
your
so give me
choice.
your name, because it
I
falls
already
under...
have Constable Watson.
What's your first
Constable
name?
Watson. I don't have to give you.
Yes, you do.
What is your quest?
I've provided you with my rank and my name. PD number 14386.
I need your... I also need your public liability number. I cannot believe sending Masonic cops.
Nemesaur says my dad was a Mason, was even the head of the local lodge for a while. Ah, that's why you're so wealthy, Nemesaur, and why you fund my lizard person activities via gift subs and tips. I gotcha. I gotcha. Wink, wink. We're definitely not working for the New World Order. Wink, 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 wink. Lizard tongue catches fly. I don't have the effects budget for that, but pretend I do.
Infringement that's going to come to your address.
What degree are you?
All right. So, will you?
What degree?
Just a peach with a $1 tip says, hello, did you get the packages or emails about them? Not yet, I don't think. But if they were ordered, I'm sure I'll get them soon. Also, thank you for the tip. Everyone remember that tips are worth double until Friday, so if you want to get to the tip goal of the karaoke stream, which will be very silly and fun, tips are double between now and Friday.
Of a Mason are you?
Sorry for having to, like, do that shit so much. I wish I was in a position where I didn't need to, you know, get support for the show. I wish I could do this for free. I really do. And maybe someday. But I gotta pimp myself, sorry.
I'm not here to answer your questions, okay? Cool.
I'm asking, okay, these guys are trying... Fuck.
Fuck.
Hold on, please.
Are they gonna take the car?
Hey, stop! Stop! Do not taser my dog. Let me get hold of him then. Come here, Bobby. What degree Mason are you? Because the public need to know that Masons are running our police. So what degree are you? Vinny, what degree are you?
Sorry?
What degree of a Mason are you?
I'm not Mason.
He pointed at you and said you was a Mason, and you're on live stream. Don't.
Yeah, he was fucking with you. He was giving his buddy a hard time by identifying him as the thing you're paranoid about, thus making a problem for him. Because that's a thing with male friendships, is they kind of fuck with each other like that. I've never understood it personally. But, like, that is a dude thing. It's like, haha, I'm gonna give you a hard time. I'm gonna make this more difficult for you by lying to this woman about you. That's total dude bro behavior.
Don't lie.
I'm not knocking it either, by the way. It's just not for me, you know?
What?
This is how you and your friends do stuff. More power to you.
degree of a Mason are you?
Just a good information as well.
I'm not touching nothing from you.
So just to let you know as well, in relation to your driver's license,
It's nothing to do with you, and you may as well write it down on a piece of paper.
just to make you aware,
I don't understand.
in relation to that. So it's been suspended since the 12th of the 2nd, 2000.
It's got nothing to do with you, pal.
I would recommend you get in touch with fines enforcement. It could be a fine that you maybe have received. The number is 234-384606. So just recommend you get in touch with fines enforcement in relation to
Hold
that.
on, I'm going to get your car as well.
Sure.
Grand Dragon isn't what you're looking for. I don't think that's a KKK thing, not a Freemason thing, just for the record. Very different connotation than you intended, just so you know. I hope you had fun, Trey.
I don't think so. Get off my property. No, you've already trespassed. I do not consent to this. Oh, I do.
Legally be on this property because I've observed you driving on the road committing an offence.
Can I go get my details then?
First off,
Thank you. I will
Just
go
need
and
to
get
do
my
this breath
details.
test.
Sorry, my America brain was buzzing. I was like, what is this fucking yard? Sorry, my America was showing.
Can I go get my details then?
first off,
Thank you. I will
Just
go
need
and
to
get
do
my
this breath
details. Let me go and get my stuff, please.
if you will
Please.
How did that work, Trey? Did they just walk around in a circle as with the handcuffs as the axis of rotation?
going to lock the door.
Can you move, please?
No. I just need to conduct this breath test. I've already got you.
Guys, these guys, I've got two men cornering me. You've just cornered me there.
I like that they both went like this when she did that. Like, what are you talking about?
You need to leave me alone. This is harassment. You've got no powers, pal. You've got. Where did you get your law degree from? Where did you
How
get?
did they get on her property if she didn't let them through the gate? I'm assuming that they have whatever the Australian equivalent of probable cause is to enter the property without her permission or warrant, because the car is on the property and they know that it's unregistered and has been for like a year. But I don't know for sure. Like I said, I don't know Australian law the way I know American law, and I don't even know American law that well, just enough for the Sovsit streams. So I can't really say.
Your law degree from?
Okay? I require one long
Do you know what?
tube and advise you when to stop. There we go.
Right, just for the
Okay,
record,
are you
everybody, I
gonna
don't
refuse?
consent to this.
That's fine.
Shut up!
You
I'm
don't need to
speaking.
consent.
I do not
Shut up, I'm speaking.
consent to this. I do not contract. This is being done under duress because I am being threatened and harassed
Your
by
phone is not
police.
working, doesn't look like. Just let you know.
It's working.
Okay, that's good.
What? You
There we
all?
go.
Are you guys all trained to
So just
gaslight?
require that-
Come on then, hurry up.
Okay. And stop. Thank you.
Right, get off my property, the pariah.
Wait for the
Just
announcing sample.
come on.
Thank you kindly. It's
Right, get off the property. Get off the property. I don't care what comes out your mouth, pal. Get off the property. Get off the property.
Hippity hoppity, get off my property. Oh, she's got like a gated window too. Or is this, no, this is just her door, right? No, this is a window. Oh god. Wait, no, that's just a design, right? Yeah, because the other ones aren't like this, so it's just got to be the equivalent of a screen, right? Or design choice. Yeah, the just staring isn't a good look. This is a little creepy. Alright. I wonder if they legitimately just let her go because they didn't want to do the paperwork on this and she was obviously going to be a big pain. Alright, let's try this one. This is from Victoria.
And as a driver of a motor vehicle, I'm actually recording as well. As a driver of a motor vehicle, you're required under the law to give me your name and address and tell me your date of birth. So, can you please state your full name and address and your date of birth? Thank you.
No, I don't have to state.
Yes, you actually do have to state. As a driver of a motor vehicle on a highway under the Road Safety Act, you must state when pulled over by police, you must state your name and address. Please state your name and address.
The common law does not require.
Please state your name and address or I'll place you under arrest.
She's not dealing with this shit. She must, though, because it is a 23-minute long video.
Please state your name and address or I will place you under arrest.
What happened there? Did she accidentally trigger the siren on her car somehow? Be kind of funny. How do you even do that?
Sorry, it's a bit loud. That's all right. You state your name and address for me, please.
What is the reason you pulled me over,
I've pulled
miss?
you over. Can you please state your name and address? If you don't, I will place you under arrest.
I would like to know what.
I'm going to place you under arrest. That's your last warning, okay? State your name and address for me as a driver.
Is it bad that sovereign citizens are funnier with an accent? I know everyone has an accent. I have an accent. But usually the sovereign citizens have some variation of an American accent that I'm more used to. With Australian, it has a level of silliness. I don't know why.
Of motor vehicle under the Road Safety Act, you are required by law to state your name and address. State your name and address for me and your date of birth, please.
Colin Medley, 30th of March 76.
What's your middle name, Colin?
James.
All right, do you hold a driver's license?
Green guy with $1 tip says, chairs coming Friday, book Sunday, my computer duster's coming today, it sucks and blows. Very nice.
Drive a motor vehicle.
I do.
Can you please hand that to me?
Can I ask you one question?
Can you please, after you've handed me your driver's license so I can confirm your identity.
No, can I ask you one question?
Same reason Americans find average Brit comedians extra funny. Cough, cough, Ricky Gervais cough.
I've just asked you, can you please hand me your license to drive a motor vehicle, and then I can let you answer the question.
Well,
do that. One long continuous breath into prescribed device for me until I tell you to stop. And stop. Thank you.
Green
Now,
guy
is
is a
that-
good Hannah Channel producer. Very true.
the only reason you pulled me over?
As a driver of a motor vehicle, I'm required by law to intercept any vehicle as a routine intercept, check that you have a driver's license in your possession, that you're a driver of a motor vehicle, and also to do a preliminary breath test. I can also do a preliminary oral fluid test as well. When was the last time you used any cannabis, methamphetamine, ecstasy, ice, or any other illicit substance?
Quite some time.
Yeah, what's quite some time? Weeks, days, months, years?
Shit, don't know.
Hey, can you give a range? Like, are we talking last week you were cooking meth, or like what kind of answer is that?
Don't know.
No.
What did you last use?
Don't know.
Man, at this point, just say you refuse to answer. Don't play all coy. Like, it's gonna end in the same way, but at least it would be more true to what you want to say. Like, if you don't want to answer, say I'm not gonna answer, and then deal with the consequences of that choice. Don't fucking pussyfoot around this shit and be like, I don't know. Just say you're not gonna answer, you asshole.
But
Okay.
can you
Can you
answer?
please produce your driver's license to drive a motor vehicle under the Road Safety Act?
I would like to know what crime I have been stopped
I
for.
don't have to pull you up for any crime. I have the right to intercept you as a driver of a motor vehicle on a highway. Can you please produce your driver's license to drive a motor vehicle?
Bear with me for 1 second.
I've asked you.
She has what is the past tense of bear? Born? She is born with you. Bared? She is bared with you. She's dealt with your shit, bro. Born. We did it.
A couple numerous times. Please produce your
I
driver's
will.
license to drive a motor vehicle so I can confirm your identity. Otherwise, I will place you under arrest.
I will produce my license, but I need to know what crime I have been.
You don't have to commit a crime to be pulled over on a highway. I have the power to pull you
Jesus
over,
Christ,
check
it's
that you have a
Jason
driver's
Bourne.
license and that it is in your possession, and to conduct a random breath test, which I have just done. You don't have to commit a crime. Now, please produce your driver's license or I will place you under arrest.
Stated by a judge in Melbourne earlier
You're not
this
going to comply
week.
with me, are you?
I will produce my license.
Thank you.
But I am just stating.
The butt is so funny.
I am stating my rights.
Please, you can state the rights all you wish. I wish to have your driver's license so I can confirm your identity. Thank you. You are being audio recorded and video recorded as well as you are doing to me. Please produce your
That is
license.
fine.
You are not making this any easier. I will place you under arrest if you do not produce a driver's license.
What are you
I
go-
cannot confirm your identity.
What are you going to arrest me
Produce,
for?
because I can't confirm your identity. I have the power to do that, to place you under arrest until your identity is confirmed.
But no, you don't
All right.
have
I've
the
just
rights.
asked
The no defense. No, you don't. Ash the Poetic Fox, thanks for 47 months. Says, Hannah, 47 months. Glad to see some wacky sob-sit bullshit today. Yeah, no puppet to fuck it up either. They learned their lesson, didn't they? That goddamn puppet.
you. Either produce your licence or I will place you under arrest.
You got no right to place me under arrest. No, you don't.
Produce your driver's licence or I will place you under arrest.
Maybe you don't know Australian accents, but he sounds drunk. This is Australia. If anything, maybe he's under the legal limit.
Thank
Under
you.
the legal minimum. That would have been the better joke.
Please, you are harassing me.
Produce your driver's licence. If you don't produce your licence, I will place you under arrest.
But you have got...
You are not obliged to say or do anything. Anything you say or do may be given in evidence. Do you understand that? You wish to be smart about it.
No.
Hitless Filler says, oh yeah? Well, nuh-uh.
Colin. What's your middle name, Colin?
James.
James. And your current address is?
The one on there.
Which is 41 Lake Street in Matoa.
Correct.
That's correct. Is this your vehicle?
Correct.
It's in your name?
Correct.
Right. Just one moment, I'll do a quick check on your licence and your registration, and I'll be with you shortly. If it's all correct, you can be on your way, okay?
Now, before you go on,
Go on to where? To the car?
To complete whatever you want to complete. Under common law, you have no right to pull anyone over.
Yes, I do. It's under the Road Safety Act.
But...
The Road Safety Act 1986, I have the power to intercept you, pull you over, check you have a driver's licence, that it is valid and current, that you can drive a motor vehicle on a highway. I also have the power to undertake a preliminary breath test, which I just did. I'll also get you to undertake a preliminary drug test, which I'll go to the vehicle and get right now. Just one moment. Do you have a tongue piercing?
No, I don't.
Okay, just wait one moment.
What a fucking load of shit.
Wow, look at that store.
Do anything, please?
No.
No, I haven't actually. Can you read that before you do anything, please?
No, I'm going to conduct the test, okay? So, what I want to get you to do is please swirl your tongue around inside your mouth 3 times, swirl it inside your gums.
I haven't had a drink since last night, so it's a bit dry.
That's okay, that's all right. That's what it builds up saliva. If I just get you to wipe your
Like
tongue
even
around.
water? You've not drank water since yesterday? Sir, hydrate. Your dry brain might be why you're falling for sovereign citizenry. Please drink water. I'm gonna preempt this because I know someone's gonna be like, water was mentioned. I'll do a hydrate command. I'll just do it.
And inside your gums.
Yeah, I've done that.
Now this blue paddle, see these pink tabs?
Yep.
Okay, you got to scrape it from the back of your tongue all the way down your tongue. Okay,
Hold
so scrape it all the way
Overthought
along
with
your
a
tongue.
hydrate command.
Okay, as a driver of a motor vehicle on a highway, now require you to undergo a preliminary oil fluid test and a prescribed device to my
I
satisfaction.
still
So take
took
the blue
your
paddle
points,
and
Overthought.
scrape those pink tabs all the way down from the back of your tongue.
I did.
Please. Yep, it's to my satisfaction. Okay.
Water's
not
free
yours.
from the tap. Tap water, like from the turlet. It ain't got no electrolytes.
So take a couple moments, I'll do a quick check and I'll be with you shortly.
Green guy with a $1 tip says, this is what happens when your cops need 2 to 3 years of training before they can interact with the public and carry non-lethals. Yeah. I'm always pretty embarrassed by American cops when we watch cops from, like, UK or Australia. It's pretty bad.
Can you run your window down, Colin, please? All right, drug test is fine. That's come back as a negative. Now, In relation to your licence, I've just done a check and it's telling me that you're suspended due to demerit points.
Oh, there you go. Wow, he has a suspended license. I wonder why he didn't want to give it. Crazy.
I only just got the licence back, so I cannot see how that is.
Yep, alright, so what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you some questions in relation to driving while suspended. Okay, now you're going to hop out of the car.
Do it now.
Alright,
I've got a bad back, so I'm better off sitting.
okay, no, that's
Sir, you're going to be sitting in her car in a second. You'll be fine. Does he not understand he's under arrest?
fine. Now, in relation to this, driving while suspended, it's due to demerit points. Okay, it states, I'll just let you know that you do not have to say or do anything, but anything you say or do may be given in evidence. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay, were you the driver of a car which is intercepted by police today?
Is he going to say, no, I'm traveling?
An audible answer would be good.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to speak to you about your driver's license. Do you hold a driver's license to drive a vehicle?
Yes.
Do you hold any other license, an interstate license, international license, or any permits allowing you to drive a motor vehicle?
Other than the one you got, no.
Okay. Is your license valid?
As far as I know, yes.
Didn't she say he doesn't need to say anything? I know she said anything he says can be used against him. I guess I don't remember if she said he can remain silent. Again, I'm not familiar with Australia's, like, rights in regard to stuff like this as compared to the United States.
My inquiries show that your license is suspended. What can you tell me about that?
I had no knowledge, and I will go straight to Vic Roads and sort that out right now.
Again, I'm pretty sure she's gonna arrest you, so no, you're not.
Howdy.
What was that, like, NPC-ass interaction? Hold on.
Howdy.
Just someone passing. Howdy. Hi! Australia even a real place?
Beautiful weather, isn't it?
Don't know about that. It's a bit rainy.
Right. Did you go to court, receive a notice of immediate suspension, receive a penalty notice, or receive a notification from Vic Roads which suspended your licence?
No.
Australia's so Midwest coded. That's a good way to put it. I've noticed that too a little bit. I'm sure it's regional, but certain regions do have a similar vibe to the Midwest.
As I stated, I only just got my licence back at the start of August. So there should be no reason whatsoever it's been cancelled or anything like that. And I've had no notification of anything.
Okay. So your address on here, confirm, is 41 Lake Street, Matoa.
That's correct.
How long have you been living at 41 Lake Street, Matoa?
Since the 27th of February.
It's all the drinking. See, in the Midwest, people develop alcoholism because a good portion of the year they're stuck inside because it's like a frozen wasteland and there's just nothing to do. I imagine in Australia it's the opposite. It's so hot you gotta stay inside.
Since the 20...
And all the snakes
7th,
and
was it?
spiders and
27th of
koalas.
February
this year.
Yep.
Where does your mail get delivered to?
Same address. I have had mail go missing from there. I think the postie's about 80 years old in Matoa.
So you've received nothing at all in relation to your licence from Vic Roads or anything else?
Only letter I've received from them this year is the letter with my licence in it.
What is your reason for driving while suspended?
I don't have one because I don't believe I was driving whilst...
Yeah, I just straight up don't believe him. If he didn't know at all, why was he so hesitant to give his license in the first place?
Suspended.
Like, if he genuinely can demonstrate that he was not sent a thing, fair enough. But I just don't believe him. I just don't.
When was the last time you got a fine?
I just finished paying fines off in prison.
Just finished paying fines off, like as in penalty notice, the ones with demerit points which may cause your licence to be suspended.
The whole lot were cleared up, and I just finished a, 9 months for demerit points, which ended on the 1st of August.
Did the notice maybe go to his house, but he wasn't there to get the mail because he was in prison?
And that's another reason why I don't believe that the information you're being given is correct.
Well, the information comes from Vic Roads.
Yes, I understand that, and there's nothing you can do about that, but I will endeavour to go right around there right now and sort that out.
Hang on a moment, and I'll just pop this back in.
Oh, that's...
Can you please exit the vehicle?
For fuck's sake! No, you won't need handcuffs.
Yeah, no, it's a policy that you must be handcuffed in the back of the van.
Well, you'll need to handcuff them in front of me because I've got a bad back, and if you handcuff behind me back, you're going to fuck it even more.
Alright, you've got to grab your mobile phone and your wallet.
Hey, Thunder, thanks for following.
Yes.
Make sure it's locked up.
Would you mind if I make a couple of phone calls?
You can do that at the station, yeah.
Crew is planning on calling. Anyway, next, we have so many of these dang Australian sob-sits today. Let's see. This is a sovereign citizen named Silas, confronting the police after his van was impounded for, you know, the standard sob-sit thing. How did I get those letters in the title upside down? I imported them from the Southern Hemisphere, and those letters come like that. Also, HTML.
Hello, Facebook. Silas Johnson here. I've just been pulled over by the RBT van, and currently the state government or the police officers have just impounded a vehicle that belongs to intellectual property under my family.
Again, you can't register your vehicle as intellectual property. It's not intellectual property. It's personal property. Personal property. At least as far as the United States considers such things. I don't know, again, in Australia. But I assume it's a similar categorization, where it's not real property, which would be like land or a building or something. Something you'd own, right? Personal property.
That it doesn't belong to anyone but the company. They cannot...
Wouldn't intellectual property be an idea? Yes. That's what intellectual property is. It's an idea or something that you can patent or copyright or trademark, stuff like that.
Pound a company vehicle under the Crown. So we're just going to go shoot over here. Hey, hello. Yeah, this is a good one. I've just come back. So this is what's happening, man. Look, I've just been assaulted by the police officers. They tried to rip me out of my vehicle without any jurisdiction under legislation and acts. So we're just going to come over here because now I'm walking on foot Here's my vehicle. I'll send the pictures up later, but we're going to go around to this police vehicle over here. This stupid bloody police vehicle. Now all these other vehicles have just gone past, so I'm just going to turn this camera around so I can just show you these maggots.
The captions.
Okay. Now the reason why, oh yep, we're congregating over here. So we're just walking towards this RBT. So I was pulled over here, right here, and upon getting pulled over, my door was ripped open to my charity van, which is parked up over here.
Oh no, it's Aussie chili, and I prefer Chicago chili.
Parked there. And we're just going to go over here.
What's the kind of chili that doesn't have beans? There's a kind of chili that specifically does not have beans. What kind of chili is that? That's the kind of chili I like. I don't like beans in my chili. I like beans otherwise. I just don't like it. Get those beans out of my chili. Texas style? I like Texas style chili, apparently.
So this is the RBT that pulled us over. Now, they do not have any jurisdiction to...
You don't allow beans in chili competition? Good! Get those beans out of there!
...impound the car at all. I did not require to have to do my licence. This bloke over here was claiming that...
Just a Peach says, I have the worst scratches from my cats. You gotta be careful. They'll do that just for fun.
I was under an act, and I proceeded to ask him whether legislation
Everything else in Chile is so good, and then you get to the beans, and the beans are just there, and they feel like an intrusion. It feels like I'm having a party, and someone showed up that I don't like. You know? Get out of here, beans. Anyway, this is my 90s Type 5 about beans. Thank you.
law. And he told me I believe so. So these are the officers here. Here we go. That's Ben Dye there. You're famous, little turd. Hey, smile for the camera. So, an illegal possession, unlawful possession was taken on the car by the state pedophile government.
Oh, that's a lot.
So the state pedophile government is now driving off. There you go.
This is Hannah's worst take. Is it worse than my take on our burgers sandwiches? Nope, we're not starting that. We're not starting that.
Pedo supporters. Hey, Freemason. Hey, smile for the camera, dog.
Wow, they all think the cops are Freemasons, huh?
Smile for the camera, you fucking Freemason dogs. So now they're taking off. So here we go. Here's the biggest one of all. Hey, smile for the camera, Sarge. Yeah, run away. So here's what the pedophile state government does: is take federal fucking property and try to impound it under state government that use fraudulent names like my name in capital letters. These are the dogs that just pulled us up, assaulted me. Why I pulled up, and I told them, is legislation a law? And he says, I believe so. This is what this dog said to me.
Legislation that is passed and becomes law is law. Yes, that's the job of the legislature, is to pass bills into law. That is their job. Correct.
Inside this van. And here's the little pedophiles driving off now. Because I come over here and now they're worried about, oh, yep. Hey, fuck, that's illegal, cunt.
I'm gonna go ahead on record and say, hey, fuck, that's illegal, cunt, is the Australian I'm a judge, you're fucked. That's pretty good.
Hey, fuck, that's illegal, cunt.
Hey, fuck, that's illegal, cunt. Doesn't sound right when I say it. When Americans say the word cunt, it sounds awful. It sounds disgusting. Only Australians and sometimes the English can say that and it sound playful. I don't know why.
Ah, you fucking donkey. Ah, you're a donkey. This cunt's a donkey. Look at this cunt. Look at this dumb cunt.
See what I mean? Doesn't it sound more playful? When you say it with an American voice, though, it sounds wrong. It sounds offensive. It sounds mean. Something about an Australian accent.
Look at this. This is what you get taught at a police school. What a donkey.
Oh yeah, flower sheeps. It's like on the level of the... It's like worse, considered worse than fuck. Like among peers, you might say the word fuck, but you still wouldn't say that word. I don't even like saying it here. That's how, like, verboten this shit is in the United States. It's just, like, a word that's almost always used in an incredibly, like, sexist context here, or, like, a really, really mean context. So it just sounds so bad. Sounds cute when they say it, though. It's weird.
What a fucking donkey.
Yeah, in the US, it's very sexist. It's like, it's virtually never used against men in the United States. So, eh.
Oh. Anyway, we're going to continue this fight, and obviously if they impound my car, which they are thinking of impounding it, they can't, because it's under property of the federal government. So we're going to take their license plates. I'll take the license plate of this car here, so I can refer to it later.
Just gonna cross this? Oh, good. Is jaywalking a crime in Australia?
Yeah, there's some motherfucker there. So basically today, I was going down to the bank to open up a bank. And open up an account at the bank for the charity. Upon doing so, they asked me about my license, and I said, what? The fraudulent one? The one that...
And that was the moment they knew they had to take his car.
...is in capital letters.
And yet Shakespeare made a reference to it. Shakespeare was a dirty bird.
Here's a little faggot.
Oh, that's unfortunate. No, Shakespeare, though, see, that word, no one, no straight person should say that word. Certainly not insultingly. That doesn't sound good no matter the accent.
There's a little faggot.
No! Alright, I gotta leave this guy. That's 2 strikes, but it's enough. I don't want to hear that shit. Alright, moving on.
Alright, thank you.
No, I'm not moving on. I'm standing here. I'm filming.
Oh no, this is the same guy. This is just part 2. Ah!
Yeah. So, this fucking cocksucker just assaulted me, and these fuckers, when...
Okay, moving on. Okay, let's try this one.
You to stop working for a legal corporation in this country. You are unconstitutional. Okay? Blow these sirens, lock people up.
I think this was sovereign citizens going to a park as a protest in 2021 when they were still doing lockdowns in Australia. What a... Can I point out how funny an image it is of this guy on his knees and then the cop towering over him, but in like little shorts. He's got little shorts on. I've seen videos that start like this.
Sending more.
Oh, he called the cop a pedophile. Sovereigns in Australia really like to call people pedophiles.
What? It's crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm just a
Oh, no. Can you keep filming? I'll go and get a pen. Yeah, don't be long.
No, I understand the practicality of the shorts, and I'm glad that they have them to make them comfortable. It's just funny to look at.
We're going to the call station right now. Are you We're going before that.
We're gonna get to hear more, please.
Yeah. And that's it. And there's a small percentage of people like you who like to think that somehow you don't have to comply with the laws that everyone else in this country does. I'm not listening to your crap about
That's not crap.
the Magna Carta and all that sort of stuff. You don't respect us because you're committing offences, all right?
The government
We live in one of the greatest countries in the world.
and it's been hijacked.
It hasn't been
It
hijacked.
has. It's now a corporation.
It's not a
It is.
corporation.
It's got an ABN.
It's interesting. I don't normally see the cops actually argue the ideology with them. Did Green Guy send another tip? Yes. Green Guy says, Hannah, I use the C word all the time. I don't think I can stop. Just ask the wife. Oh, God. By the way, thank you for the tips. All these tips through Friday are being doubled to get towards the next tip goal, which is a karaoke stream, including the puppet for some songs. So if you want to do that, we're just under $200 in tips away, and we have till Friday. Cool beans.
You keep calling back.
phone number.
I
just want to know that black flag he's got on the front of his, what is that? Yeah, but what is it?
He's being locked up.
Why are the police dressed like normal people and not space marines? Asking from Arizona. You see, in other countries, they do this funny thing where the citizens aren't treated by the cops as enemy combatants, and instead are treated like citizens. Crazy, I know.
Is committed today. That's it. All right.
You just said we got a great country.
We do.
No, the one on the front of his. Find out what that means. Yeah, no, have a look, and we want to know what that means. You need to know.
Sort of corporation.
Look it up. Look it up. You should know what it is if you're wearing it. Well, what is it? What is
Black's
it?
Law Dictionary request. What do you want me to look up? Depraved ambiance?
Thin blue line. All right.
And what's that?
Hijacking?
That stand between the 99% good people in the community and the 1% of criminals that would stand to do them harm.
Hijacking, or as I like to call it, the Solo Mile High Club.
Okay? We're the thin blue line between the good guys and the bad guys.
Well, you're going to be the good guys. Who's the good guys?
No, we are the good. Right now, I'm not saying he's a bad person, but he has committed offense.
Unchained Mel says, to clarify, our police do treat us as combatants. From an Aussie. Thank you. Sorry to hear that.
Everyone else in this country has to abide by it.
He's a brave warrior. He's standing up to a lot of the evil that we're putting up with going on now, and that's why they've locked us down. They're taking our rights. We're dealing with fascism.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. Do you know how many times
What did you think they did with the Spanish flu?
Do you know how many times?
How many people do you know? How many people do you know with COVID?
Okay,
personally.
So you don't believe in...
No, officer. Do you know who manipulated the Spanish flu, which really started in America? And do you know how many people died in that? 15 million to 100 million, because I do it. We all do a lot of research. No, excuse me. I want you to hear
the Black
this.
Plague that wiped out
I want to
three-quarters of the
explain.
world's population.
Officer, please hear me. Bill Gates is behind all of this, and Fauci.
Oh, she just said Bill Gates is behind all of this. Really great education we have all over the world. Hijacking, robbery of goods while in transit, commonly from trucks, may involve robbery of only goods or both vehicle and goods. Altered Undying with 40 bits says, I saw footage of a man attacking a Canadian police officer with an axe. He lives. I was shocked, and I am Canadian. Yes, she did also blame Fauci.
I think it's software development.
What an asshole!
Yeah.
It's big tech for sure.
The UN.
Now, what happened is Bill Gates, he was the architect behind the Spanish flu. They injected a lot of the
Did she just say Bill Gates was behind the Spanish flu?
army who went over to Europe. They spread the disease all over Europe, and when they came back, they told all the Americans they're going to be jabbed. Now, you know what? Everyone who had that jab died. The people were wearing masks, and a lot of them ended up dying of bacterial pneumonia.
Okay, why can't it simply be there's a virus? All right?
They're
And it's bad.
viruses.
And
No,
it's bad.
this is a tool. This is a tool for a bigger agenda, which is actually
Well,
fascism.
that's your belief.
Well, it's definitely what's going on, and that's why there are millions and millions of people around the world doesn't get media coverage that are standing up to this. And we're going to stand up for
I hate to break it to you, but millions of people in a world of 8 billion people isn't very many people. I think people have a really bad time understanding size and, like, ratios in really large numbers. Like, you can have millions and millions and millions of people, and it can still be a very small percentage of people to the point where it's irrelevant. You can have millions and millions and millions of completely delusional people. That is exactly how life works.
Do you know any that have died? Do you know any personally that have died?
Do I know anyone personally that's died in this country? No.
No, from COVID.
No, I don't.
Well, how is that a pandemic? If it was a pandemic, we would all know people with it.
For the record, many, many, many people died of COVID and continue to do so.
Countries like France.
No, I'm talking about here,
I'm
now.
talking about France. 160,000 dead. Okay, they're a first.
How do you know? How do you know that's the truth?
How do you know it's not?
I mean, the
Stone Corbell says, people really, really do. You get people in Congress being like, we spent $2 million on an art gallery in Ghana, and like $2 million is a lot for one person, but it's like a rounding error for the U.S. budget. It's not even a rounding error for the U.S. budget. U.S. budget is in like the trillions of dollars.
media are lying about all of
2
this.
million people rallied for their freedom in France. If we don't stand up for our freedom, you are going to be protecting Nazism.
What do you think is going to happen?
Well, it's the New World Order. It's Agenda 21.
The New World Order. Okay, moving on. This is from New South Wales.
Recording in any other way. You understand that?
Excuse me?
If you record me in any way, you cannot use that recording on any other way. You understand that?
Why is this?
Sorry?
Why is
Because
this?
you don't have the right to use the recording after you record me.
I don't have the right to use my recording.
I can't speak to the legality of that. I don't know the laws about recording people with or without their consent in Australia, or cops in the line of duty. I can't speak to that. I don't know.
Okay? You can record, but you can't use the recording for anything. You understand that?
Why is that?
Because you got no law to record and use it.
I have all the right in the world to record whatever it is that I want.
Down, please produce your driver's license. Thank you.
I don't have a driver's license.
You don't have one?
No.
Okay, is the car currently registered at the moment?
No, it's not registered. I don't know.
Okay, do you have any identification on you at the moment?
No, I don't have any identification. Are you asking me to commit a fraud?
I'm asking you, have you got any identification on you?
Do I know why they call them cookers there? I don't know.
What the identification you're looking for means?
Do you have your driver's license? You said you don't have a driver's license. Do you have any identification?
Identification.
That says that
Identification is a fraud. It's based on a birth certificate name, which is registered by the Crown, and I do not have anything from the Crown. Okay. In fact, my vehicle doesn't even have a bin number. Okay. So there is no
I'm sorry, did you just say your vehicle doesn't have a VIN number? That's very illegal in the United States. I'm gonna assume that's also illegal in Australia. Your car needs to have a VIN number. It doesn't even just have one. I mean, it has one VIN number, but that VIN number is on various places all around the car. That way it can still be identified if it gets chop-shopped or anything. Yeah, you're not allowed to remove the VIN number from your vehicle.
Contract with me and the Crown whatsoever. I do not have any sworn oath or any contract with the Crown property whatsoever.
Was the vehicle ever registered, sir?
I don't know.
Well, where did the registration plates come from then?
Well, as I said, I don't know. I purchased this vehicle on my name, nothing to do with the name on the Crown, on the birth certificate.
The name you used to purchase the vehicle? What was
Joe.
Joe? And what was the, is that all you used, Joe?
That's all I used.
Thanks for 19 months says, oh shit, a baby? If I missed the last one, then this baby's name is going to be, Crocodile Dundee. Not Dundee, Dundee. I don't know. That's the best I got, man. I've done like 1,000 of these.
Okay, so I'm going to submit you to a breath test, okay? On the road.
I'm sorry.
2013, now it's obliged to submit to a breath test.
Yeah, I don't agree with the breath test. I'm
well,
not drunk.
If you don't agree, sir, you'll be placed on arrest.
Where do jokes come from? Know what I mean? Why did my brain hand me the word crocodile Dundee? Where do jokes come from?
Taken back to Lismore.
Why is that?
Do you understand that? Because you're committing an offence.
I am committing. How am I committing an
If
offence?
you fail to undertake this breath
Sorry,
test,
how am I committing an offence?
All right, under the Road Transport Act of 2013.
Excuse me, I'm not subject to the Road Act
You
whatsoever.
are actually, mate, because you're actually driving a motor vehicle.
So,
Okay.
this is my
Are you
vehicle.
refusing to undertake this breath test, sir?
Well, again, I haven't drank anything.
The law of the Road Transport Act of 2013.
Okay, is that all you're looking for? For me to just do a breath test? Is that what?
That's what I'm going to do.
Do you want to find out if I'm drunk? Is that your?
Detecting to see if you've had any alcohol at this stage. Yes. I am.
Okay, and that's it. Is that
No, it's
you
not.
happy with that?
And I'm going to make inquiries in relation to the registration of the vehicle.
I did notice in the last video that they don't seem to, or maybe it's different depending on like the province or whatever, territory rather. But I know the other cop did a mouth swab. Do they not do breathalyzers in Australia?
Okay, this is my vehicle. I can prove it.
Yes, and then I'm going to make sure that the vehicle's actually registered under the Road Transport Act.
It's not registered.
Okay, well, you're committing an offence there.
No, I'm
I like when they just admit to the crime. Saves so much time.
not committing any
Did she do a breathalyzer? Okay, I only saw the swab.
offence. I've told you I am
The
not
swab was a drug test. Okay, and I didn't see the breathalyzer. Gotcha.
subject to Crown rules.
Well,
I don't have a binding contract, and I'm not using. Excuse me.
driving on a road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Public road. Yeah.
Yes, it is a public road.
Exactly. Well, I am one of the people. My name is Joe, and I am one of the public.
Okay.
I'm
You
a
gonna
public
submit
member.
this breath test, sir, or not?
I can blow if it makes you
All you
happy.
have to do is count out loud for me. You need to wind that window down so we can actually get the device to your mouth.
Well, can I grab the device?
No, you can't. Okay?
Okay.
Bit of an in-character joke, but here's Radham's explanation.
What's wrong with cookers is something that can hopefully be fixed. It's too much time in the sun, too much drugs up the arm. It's what happens when your brain worms fry and sizzle, and that fat from the brain worms moves down through your brain like dripping and deep into the spinal column. Being cooked? It's a state of mind, it's a state of being, and it's not a very good one. I disencourage people from being cookers. Instead, you should be down to earth, true blue, and dinky die. Don't be a cooker, be a kookaburra. Have a laugh, and have a good old time. Raise your tinny to the sky, enjoy your billy of tea, 'cause I'm signing off, and that's
Funny. Airborne.
Could you count out loud from 1 to 20 for me, please? I'll tell you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Mr. Duck
8.
Sauce with a 10-stream streak says, "What is this weird language? What are you talking about? It's English, obviously. We're gonna go down to the Macas and talk about Akadaka, my favorite band."
Okay.
It's a cooker, an Australian conspiracy theorist.
So you got no identification on your tour?
No, as I said, I have no need of committing any crimes today, sir.
That's fine.
Okay?
So
I have committed no harm, which means I have not broken the law, which means I am acting upon my own free will, okay? And if you are denying me of my own free will, it means that I am the victim
But I said I hate music? Who said AC/DC was music, heyo?
to the crime which you are committing against me. Do you understand that, sir?
That's your interpretation of it.
No, there is no interpretation. All men are born free and all men are born equal. Nobody has the right to oppose their will upon anybody else's. Again, I have chosen my crown. I've told you who I serve.
You're driving a motor vehicle on a public road.
It's my right to drive.
Not registered.
Where does it say? Is it mentioned on the Bible anywhere that you can't drive unless you have some form of permission by?
Sir, the Bible is not the legal code of Australia.
I don't know. Who is it that you serve, sir?
Well, unfortunately, sir, we can do this two ways. We can do it here, and I can identify who you are and give you tracking and printed notices.
Again, have I broken the law? Go on.
Have broken the law.
Otherwise, I'll arrest you and take you back to Lismore Police Station, where I'll identify and just work out what your identification is.
I've told you, I have no identification, sir. I have given the identification that was given to me by the Crown to a magistrate in Lismore known as David Halpern. He knows. He's got the birth certificate.
What was on that birth certificate you gave him?
Yeah, nice try. Again, I don't use the name of the Crown, so it is not my property. It is Crown property. I have nothing to do with it. Therefore, I am not subject to Crown jurisdiction. Excuse me?
Have you been stopped by police before?
Yes, I have been stopped by the police
Have you
before.
been charged by police for any matters before?
No, I haven't done any harm. I've never caused any harm.
Have you been issued traffic infringement notices before?
I don't know. As I said, I don't go by Crown rules. I have no contract with Crown.
So you're saying you own the motor vehicle?
So I own the motor vehicle. Yes, I bought it from a lady, and I paid her cash, and she gave me the vehicle, and we exchanged, and she was happy, and I'm happy.
Ask at the time when you bought the
Okay, but it needs to be registered with the state if you want to drive it on public roadways, because the public at large has elected officials that have legislated rules, laws that say that you need that. That's how representative democracy works. You need a license and registration to be on the public roads.
Was the motor vehicle registered in her name?
I don't know. It's not my concern. What if it was registered or not? I have nothing registered with the Crown.
It's going to be your concern when you're arrested.
My address is my body. That's where I live on, sir.
Right. I'm going to make
I live in my body.
inquiries back at the...
This is my body, and I live in it.
Motor vehicle.
Tim Minchin? Anyone? Okay.
Here under my computer.
You can do it as you like.
Here you are. Okay, so you're not free to
sure.
go at this stage?
I am not free to go.
No, you're not free.
Why are you arresting? Why are you holding me against my will?
I'm going to make some inquiries to work out who you are.
Well, who I am is Joe. Okay. That's who I am.
Do you have a last name, Joe?
Do
you have a last name?
Nobody is my last name that I've given to myself.
In this case, the mind-body problem is yes.
Okay, so I've identified who you are. You obviously went to court in April, all right, in relation to unlicensed driving, unregistered and uninsured motor vehicle.
Again, that's not me, sir.
Well, that's
again,
the person that used your name then, okay?
Yeah, so?
Okay, I have photo identification there with you. You're currently disqualified at the moment, sir.
I'm not disqualified of anything again, sir. Why do you want to cause me any harm?
The courts have actually disqualified you.
Why do you want to cause me any harm?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to report you to the local court.
Excuse me, sir. Why do you want to cause me harm?
I'm not causing you any harm.
You want to retain me against my will.
Stop you,
That means
you're going to try and outrun me and turn down this street.
Excuse me. What makes you believe I don't live here?
When I started, everything's been recorded by both
in
video
the car.
Yeah, I've got this recorded too.
Yeah, that's right, and you can't use your recording.
I can't. Who says who?
You can't use it.
What are you trying to hide?
You commit an offence if you use that recording.
I'm committing an offence.
Yes, you are.
Why?
You commit the offence if you use the recording in any way.
Oh, it can't be public.
Okay.
Can it?
Sorry?
This can't be public, is it? What is it that you're hiding?
You can't give it to anyone. You can't show it.
Why? What is it that you're hiding then?
From the listening device.
I am not committing any offence, sir. I've told you. I have told you. Well, it's okay. Who am I then? Who am I then, please? Who am I? Could you tell me who I am?
You go by the name of Josh.
The question we're all asking, man.
That's not true. I told you my name is Joe.
Yeah, that's what I've read the thing.
You've read a thing.
Well, turn it into a square. Clued.
Pasto Kano is your surname, sir?
No, my name is Joe.
And you're born on the 30th of December, 1978.
That's not true.
Okay. You live here in Dunoon.
Again, that's what you say. Can you justify that? Can you justify this?
Okay. And like I'm going to say is you can't...
Do you have any proof that I am that person you're saying? How? What proof do you have? What do I do?
Probably have a picture of you. If you ever had a driver's license, I'm assuming he has a picture of you on file.
Identification, sir.
Maritime Services.
What identification?
Your driver's license listed on there is
I don't have a driver's license, sir.
Okay.
Right, but if you ever did, which I'm assuming you did at some point, they still have that on file and have a photo of you.
I've told you my name is Joe.
Now, okay?
Again, I'm not disqualified of anything. I am not subject to your Crown rules. You can report whatever you like, sir.
That's fine. I could sit here and give you a field court attendance notice, but I know you won't take
again.
it. So I'll issue issue a
Sir, you have no right to do anything to me. I have not caused any harm to anybody, and I do not want to cause you any harm.
Thank you.
Bet he thinks he totally nailed that. Alright, I have to go use the bathroom real quick, so don't go anywhere. Chair will tell you all about Zapp's potato chips. Yeah, you thought it was going to be a Blu-ray, didn't you? I have other interests, like food. So you could probably tell that. Alright, I'll be back in just a sec. I'm back. All right, let's get on with more Aussie Sov sits. Here's some sovereign citizens and various cookers at the New South Wales governor's residence. I'm assuming this was during COVID. A lot of the cooker stuff, they were upset around this era. Every time I eat a voodoo chip, someone gets bit. I hope they're into it.
Oh my gosh. There could be visitors.
We're not doing anything wrong.
There is nothing wrong. We're in peace. That's our biggest thing. Do no harm. Do no harm. We're in peace. We all know that. Best sticker. Just 2 bundles. You can only put in 1 bundle, actually.
1 bundle?
Yeah, the gentleman came up in the truck before.
And it's the same with the signs and stuff like that.
Right.
It's always interesting that it's just a conversation. Very weird compared to American
Wide
cops.
millions. So millions are injured, mate. So we're
Murdered.
right.
Murdered.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
So we pay you guys to investigate this and to stop the vaccines being put on our children. To put on.
Fuck off. The vaccines are a wonderful thing. Please protect your children and get them vaccinated.
The elderly, to put on everybody, mate. So
tired of these
is this
people.
happening, or can we get this started?
I'm not sure if you've engaged the AFP and you've...
No, well, they won't do anything. They say go back to your state because the state's mandated and put it onto the people.
I think that's something you're going to have to take up with
A detective or
medical officials. I don't think it's going to be a...
But don't detectives detect this sort of stuff? That's what they're paid for to do.
Yeah, criminal.
What's your
Right?
name?
Sergeant.
Sergeant.
Well, sergeants probably don't know that. The thing is, you don't get to be a past cop unless you're a Freemason, okay?
Yeah, a height.
This is
Why are the Australian sovereign citizens so obsessed with Freemasonry? Like, I've seen some American sovereign citizens get into it as a comorbidity because it's a general conspiracy thing. But it's like half of these guys just think every cop is a Freemason. That's interesting. That's pretty unique to Australian sob sits, I think.
Where you'll come to your own stumbling block, okay? Okay. So this is the thing, and they're Satanists. Right. Anyway. And you can see that on the logos, and this is the Freemason floor. The squares represent the Freemason floor.
Yeah.
Right.
Mate, at the end
I think COVID really exposed how many people have severe mental illness that they're coping with and just, like, still working every day. COVID really, I think, exposed the number of, like, functional mentally ill people. And when I say mentally ill, I'm not talking about, like, depression, anxiety. Like, I have depression and anxiety. I mean, like, delusional people. People with, like, delusion problems. Which I also have. But, you know. I have it under control now. Phyllis Filler says, Freemasons are like Fisher-Price's baby's first conspiracy theory. So they're just getting started here. Yeah.
Today, we're all walking in peace. We just want a genuine inquiry into the deaths. My children, my daughter took a vaccine, her hair fell out. Right? So, anyway.
I don't believe you. I literally don't believe you.
I think that goes beyond the capacity of police. I think that's in the realm of medical professionals, okay? That you're going to have to engage.
Well, the old days, mate, the old days we had coppers to protect the people. The coppers are supposed to protect the people.
We're here to enforce the criminal law.
Yeah. They're not doing anything, that's why we're here.
That's why we're here. We're saying, can you please investigate?
More than a year ago, the statistics internationally were 20 million people have died from the
worldwide
COVID bioweapon. It's not a...
They really haven't. They really haven't. If you ever hear high numbers like that, surprise, they're counting COVID deaths and claiming that they're related to medicine, which they're not. All right, fuck these guys. I'm moving on. Oh, this is New Zealand, which is cheating a little bit, but it's adjacent. And here are some New Zealand Freemasons, sovereign citizens inducting themselves into a fake sheriff office. Like, they're not actually sheriffs, but they're pretending to be. Kind of like Marcel pretends to be a judge.
Kia ora tātou e te whānau. We're here today to commemorate the Anzacs and what they did in Australia and New Zealand, including the Māori battalion. And we stand here today in honour of them, for them fighting for our freedoms, for those that died, for those who helped the Anzacs and all the people included. We stand here today to authenticate this very moment here in Paraparaumu, Parapara Umu. So I'd just like to pass it on to Addison.
Rots, what do you want me to look up in the dictionary?
In commemoration of those who have fallen, lest we forget them.
Heavenly Father, we are here today to remember and celebrate the fallen, the sons and fathers of the many brave men, both young and old, that gave their lives for our freedoms. In our prayers of remembrance, we do not let the sun go down without acknowledging the blood.
Don't let the sun go down on me.
Not in vain, but for you and me who stand here today. Because of that greater love, which have no man than this, that a man lay down his life to his friends, as was first demonstrated by our Lord Christ Jesus. It is our duty to carry on.
Wait, do you think that Jesus was history's first martyr? That's an interesting. I just want to go back so you can listen to what she just said.
That a man lay down his life to his friends, as was first demonstrated by our Lord Christ Jesus.
As was first demonstrated by our Lord Christ Jesus. Jesus did not invent the concept of martyrdom. What are you talking about?
It is our duty to carry on in that love, to carry on the fight of ours, our children, and our children's children for God-given freedoms. From the beginning, God made a plan, and that plan...
Sheriff, the chief executive and administrative officer of a county being chosen by popular election, his principal duties are in aid of the criminal courts and civil courts of record, such as serving process, summoning juries, executing judgments, holding judicial sales, and the like. He's also the chief conservator of the peace within his territorial jurisdiction. When used in statutes, the term may include a deputy sheriff. He is in general charge of the county jail in most states. See also constable, marshal, and deputy.
plan is to unite.
Jesus wasn't even the first martyr in the Bible. No! Even if we're talking adjacent to his death, John the Baptist was right there on a silver platter. At least part of him. The part that matters. The head.
All things to him. So onward as we move forward, we take back our territory as we push back the darkness with light, in faith over fear and love over hate. For the Lord our God goes before us and gives strength to the weak. Psalms 91. For he who dwells in the secret place and has made the Lord his refuge, no evil shall befall him, nor...
They did their job to keep New Zealand free, and now the New Zealand sheriffs are going to be taking over to keep New Zealand safe for the people, and the people are there to work with us. We are there for the people. The King James Bible, Daniel 3.3 says...
Lots of Bible in this, huh? Weird.
The king went forth and took with him one sheriff.
I really wasn't expecting the Christian dominionism in this. I'm a little surprised, because this is very much like usually an American thing, is the Christian dominionist types. Weird.
And one justice, and created his new land. You have now your new land. New Zealand is free. Aotearoa is the new land and the promised land for everyone that lives here.
Venn diagram between Christian nationalists and Sobsits is a circle. See, I've not found that to be the case, though. Not in the United States, at least. There's plenty that are, like, more citizens, and they tend to be adjacent to, like, the Nation of Islam stuff, so they're normally Muslim. I've seen sovereign citizens that they might be Christian. I mean, statistically, in the United States, it's the most likely. But, like, they don't bring it up, usually. Paradona says, not surprised our BS got exported.
No longer be under tyranny and corruption. We will be free to do what we want, when we want. So never, never...
We can stay up past our bedtimes and eat candy until we're sick.
Forget what you're here for. You're here to live and be free. Ngā mahi nui ki a koe. God bless New Zealand.
So that is, and 1808.
Just a peach with $1 tip says there are city sheriffs in Virginia because big cities are not part of the county, which weirds me out.
As the founding document of the nation, between the Crown, the guardians, kaitiaki of the land as sovereign and free. We honour in spirit the delegation of Ariki meeting with King William IV in 1831 and the recognition of Māori becoming its own sovereign state, a sovereign nation trading internationally under the protection of Henry VIII Charter. We honour the rights and sovereign freedoms, officially recognising whakamainga or Aotearoa in 1832 and all kohuirau contractual treaties taongas. We honour in heart and spirit the United Tribes of Ariki, spiritual and rangatira Māori chiefs of 1808, Māori Kawanatanga, the Māori Parliament, Te Runanga Kohuirau, the gathering to protect the land and resources. We honour in heart and spirit Te Whare Waiho Tapu, totally impenetrable...
Let's see what this last person has to say, because they're the most dressed like a cop, I think.
And as freedom and shine forever.
We have the 10 Commandments.
She's just gonna read the 10 Commandments? Come on, man!
You shall have no other God before me. You shall not make yourself a carved image or any likeness or anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth. You shall bow down to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord your God...
Are they appropriating the Maori sovereignty to make a Christian tribe? Kind of seems like it. I don't know. A lot of Sobsits tend to either co-opt or borrow or steal steal legitimacy from, like, actual indigenous groups, that's, like, a thing they do. We've seen Marcel do it a bunch of times. It's really fucked up. It's so fucked up.
God, visiting the iniquities of the fathers on the children to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me.
Okay,
but
Anne,
showing
thanks for
mercy
following.
to thousands to those who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless.
We see Chief Motto do it daily. Oh, I have the weirdest Chief Motto video, but it's not really appropriate for today's theme. How do I put this?
This real quick in prayer while we're waiting. Baruch document.
He does a document where he's claiming he's adopting Donald Trump as his uncle. And, like, even outside of the sovereign citizen stuff, do I need to explain what a weird thing it is for you to try and adopt an old man as your uncle without their knowledge or consent? You know what I mean? I don't really know what to do with that, you know? He's trying to adopt the president as his uncle. I've heard of daddy issues. I don't know about the uncle issues, but that's not the topic for today, so we'll save that for another day.
Takes his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor.
But if I turn the video upside down and claim it's Australian? Yeah, I don't think that'll work.
Work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and had servant.
God bless New Zealand.
Yes.
Very strange. All right, let's try this one. Sovereign citizen pulled over for unregistered vehicle and arrested for assaulting police in New South Wales.
First name basis, my name is Simon. You're happy to give me your name if you want, it's up to you.
I'm gonna do captions because it is, frankly, it's difficult to understand the cops in some parts of this. She's pretty clear though.
William, because I don't trust yous. Yous have bashed me. And when I say use as a body, I've written to all of your managements, that I've written to your bloody LECC, and they can't even be bothered messaging back. So yous can't be trusted. I'm a living woman. I don't want anything to do with your corporatisation in any way, shape or form.
I'm sorry that you had a bad experience with...
It's not one, it's a lifetime.
I understand that. But I'm hoping that you can see somewhat good, because that's what I'm trying to do, and I just want to...
You're not doing somewhat good, because if you're doing somewhat good, I've been hit by a drunk in my life.
Any South Australian sobsits? I don't know what South Australia is. This is New South Wales. Is that Southern Australia? It has South in the name. I don't... If you showed me a map of Australia and said point vaguely at where Sydney is, I don't know. I don't know anything about Australia. I already played this earlier. I don't think I did. Are you thinking of a different video?
I've been hit by an Indian man that didn't turn right from a bus lane and
I
didn't
don't
even
think
know it
we
was a bus
watched
lane.
this.
It broke my neck, broke my back. So I'm now a complete cripple off work forever. So yous aren't doing your
South Australia is a whole state? Yeah, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I don't know Australia things.
job because these
The things I know about Australia are koalas, spiders, snakes, Wolf Creek, Crocodile Dundee, Crocodile Hunter. This is a knife. Near New Zealand. Kangaroo. Kangaroo Jack. Opera House. Finding Nemo. I forgot surfing. No, I never associated Australia with surfing. So there's a new one for me. I don't know Australia things.
People are out on the streets driving, and it took me 6 years ago to notify the authorities and say, why are you letting these people come in on international licenses and driving? If you were doing your job, you would suggest better ways to improve this thing, and it would have never got to this. But instead now, we're getting our God to take over. Like I said, you don't... Because it wasn't on the camera, and you don't have permission to record me, record my voice, or record my image. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because I have a
I meant to
copyright.
mention this during the puppet stream. Jeff Dunham owns one of the Batman Returns Batmobiles. That's a shame. I really hate Jeff Dunham. He's terrible.
Right, on my image.
It's a hack. A hack.
On this, and on this. Well, I'm just doing it for the first time because it's on here. You didn't want to even wait for a disabled woman. Look, I can't even straighten a finger, and you couldn't even wait. I told you 3 times I'm just...
Alright, this is borderline indecipherable. Let's do this one. I think we've actually seen this woman in an earlier video, but this is a different encounter. Must have seen that video on some other channel. Yeah, I didn't cover it.
Can you check in there for a pen? Yeah, hey.
How are you?
I'm...
How did she copyright herself? She didn't. She just thinks she did. That's a weird Sobsit thing. You can't copyright yourself.
Alright.
Pen from the back.
Thank you, Sergeant Patterson. I'm from Roads Policing Team, just to let you know you're being recorded.
Yeah, you too, mate. I've got a pen, darling. Alright, before we begin...
Yeah, I believe this is the same woman from the thing earlier where she was saying they were cornering her, even though they weren't.
I'm just going to need to take your details.
Yeah, Acting Sergeant Patterson.
What's your first name?
Hey?
What's your first name?
It's Neil, but you don't really need that. 15830 is my number. Hello, doggy. What's your, 1T.
Okay.
And I'm from the Roads Policing Team,
And are you
alright?
Sergeant?
Acting Sergeant.
Acting Sergeant. So, are you a constable, normally?
Senior, yeah.
And which station are you from today,
The
please?
Roads Policing Team.
Which one?
Based out of Forestdale. From a satellite station from Mandra.
Forestdale. And can you tell me what the emergency is, please?
There's not an emergency, no.
So why were your lights on? You've just...
See, this is so funny too. The idea that the idea that lights on a car, like a police car, can only be used in an emergency is again a misunderstanding of American law. That's something that sovereign citizens get from like federal law that has nothing to do with state vehicles like cop cars. So once again, this is someone who took an idea that was already wrong from American Sobsits and just directly picked it up and transplanted it to Australia, where the laws aren't even the same. That's nuts.
You've just signalled to me that there was an emergency.
I haven't said there's an emergency.
Well, your lights are on, so the public are aware that if your flashing lights are on, that signals that there is an emergency. So
No, I mean, it signals that you need to pull over at minimum or get out of the way, but it doesn't inherently mean there was an emergency unless you count pulling someone over an emergency. Often it can be an emergency. Doesn't have to be, though.
But I have just pulled
There are
up
laws in the U.S., in theory, certainly if you're poor and not the president.
over now because you have signalled to me that there's some kind of an emergency.
I have signalled to you to stop. Okay?
Okay, so your lights are on, you're being recorded.
That's fine.
Okay, this is signalling to me and the rest of the public that there's an emergency.
All right, how do police normally pull vehicles up?
Has got nothing to do with you.
Has it not?
No.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like it's a WA one, so I'm
It
ascertaining who might be driving and is
Okay,
the
well,
vehicle
I'll give.
registered
Well,
next
I'm
to
going to give you this, and I'd like you to read this out loud
Yeah,
on camera.
okay, fair enough.
You're giving him lines to read? You brought cue cards to the traffic stop? Alright. Let's see where this goes.
You're a sovereign citizen.
There's no such thing. It's an oxymoron.
It is. It is an oxymoron.
Fair enough.
So, have you read this?
Yeah, I just haven't reached now.
Rebecca
Thank
White.
you.
Do you have a driving licence at all? Or any ID?
Are you okay?
This is my ID.
Are you okay?
Am I okay?
You're
No,
shaking.
I'm with. Yeah, because I'm with my client. I'm a support worker.
Okay, all right.
Okay. We're going to an appointment. You're disturbed.
She takes care of another vulnerable human being as her job? Oh God, she should not. This should not be her job. No one should allow her to be in charge of another person. My goodness.
In my day for absolutely no reason. I've given.
Also, yes, that is commerce. She's driving for work, so this doesn't even fall under the bullshit sovereign citizen idea that you can only be a driver if you're in commerce, because she is in commerce.
Like you're driving a vehicle with false plates on.
It's not false plates. They're not false plates.
That's what we're stopped here to ascertain.
Okay, so I'll let you know.
I'm not saying you're in trouble or you've done anything wrong.
No, but
You're road
I have
police,
been
you say.
abused by police, and
All right,
this is
well,
why I'm
I've got
shaking.
no intention of abusing
Because you guys just can't.
Hold on. Can I just quickly get a note of that, please?
Yeah, can you take a picture of it, actually?
So, yes, thank you. So, as you said to my colleague...
Click, evidence.
And you're recording, and we're recording as well. Excellent, thank you.
All right, can I just grab your details as one?
Yeah,
Tom
Lawson, 13631.
13631. And what was
And
your
I'm
name?
We can't see she's shaking, but it's possible it's just not getting picked up on camera. Sometimes it's subtle and you can only see it in person. I get shakes or anxiety, so like you can't necessarily see it on camera. Like the other day when I did the puppet stream, that's the most nervous I've been on stream in years. I was shaking a little bit at the beginning, but I don't think you guys noticed. You could tell I was nervous, but I don't think you could visibly see I was shaking.
Traffic as well.
Are you from Forestdale?
Sorry, yeah, Forestdale.
All right, and what's your rank?
Sorry?
What's your rank?
Sergeant.
And just let me grab your name again because I didn't
Sorry,
quite
I can't
catch
hear
it. Your name?
Tom Lawson.
Tom Lawson. And what's your superintendent's name?
Mike Peters.
And mine's the same.
All right, where are you from?
Leeds.
Yeah, I'm from Bolton.
Are you?
Yeah.
Not far off.
Yeah.
Wrong colour rose though.
All right, so look, I have spoken to the department. I've spoken to the Department of Transport.
Kathy says maybe the misunderstanding of laws and the use of U.S. laws by Australian SOVCITs relates to the idea that they think of some new world order or that the country is another U.S. company branch. This idea is pure speculation on my part. Not bad speculation. In fact, I think I've heard a couple of UK SOVCITs say something to that effect. You might be on to something. That's possible.
I'd prefer you didn't. Thank you. I have served notice to the Department of Transport. Department of Transport are aware of this. You guys have already been served notice. I know that it doesn't get passed down to you guys, which is fine.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not committed a crime. Okay, there's no suspicions of a crime, and I would like to get on with my. And I would like to get on with my day, if that's okay, because I'm with a client.
We'll hold you up as least time as possible.
Thank you.
But we just need to ascertain whether or not the vehicle has a registration.
It's nothing
with it.
to do with you, I'm sorry.
Right.
It's already been...
The smugness! It's nothing to do with you. It is, though, because you're breaking the law.
dealt with. I know you don't. I know, but I'm telling you. So this has already been dealt with. Your notices have already gone to the police, the courts, and the Department of Transport. They are all well aware about that. By law, I'm not required to be forced into legal fraud or legal entrapment. You guys...
Have you seen my sick Cobra shirt?
Thank you, I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Can I just take your name again?
You're here.
Is it Richardson? Whitehead. That was way off. Richardson.
It's apropos for the Australia stream. There was a deadly snake hidden in plain sight all along.
Later.
I actually appreciate you speaking to me politely today because you can see that.
Is her client the dog? No, I think there's probably an elderly person or someone who needs assistance in the passenger seat. They're not talking about the dog.
Shaken from the previous abuse that I've had from police because...
Oh, we're not going to abuse you.
Oh, God. Thanks, Tom.
Well, I always speak to people the same. Okay. Is it your date of birth 2786? Rebecca?
Just 1 second.
Yes, it is. Okay. All right. And has you got your address on there?
Nope.
Oh, so her so-called ID is literally just she hand wrote like her name and address.
It says legal entrapment is a crime.
Okay.
That's what it says, okay?
Damn, this is an entrapment.
What's happening here, I know you guys aren't going to comprehend because you've only been told.
In what universe is this entrapment?
One out of the 4 laws.
Alright. If I show you this then, is that your current address? Or an address that you're aware of?
It's an address that I'm aware of.
Right, thank you. Okay. It's looking on our system, your licence.
It's got nothing to do with you guys.
Okay. It's subject to a fine suspension, alright? It doesn't look like it's a repeat, so I'm just making you aware of it.
Right.
Okay.
If you want a note of that, I can put it on a card if you want.
Got a card
No,
here.
thank you. We're live streaming on Facebook,
That's
so
fine.
that's
That's
fine.
all right.
No, I'm
Because
good, thank
what
you.
I'm saying is, obviously, I
You're looking
appreciate,
at
I appreciate your beliefs.
It's not a belief, it's
Right,
the
okay.
law. But what I'm
Alright,
going to do
right.
is I've actually got an information pack.
Your
I'm
belief
gonna
that that's the law.
give to you guys.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is the receipt of my vehicle. Okay. This I'm going to let you keep that because you can take that with you to your bosses. Okay. And then what we've also got is that you guys have also got to make sure that you're not harassing and threatening members of the public as well. So
Well, we're not.
let me just
She's
check.
so
Obviously, we road
demanding.
police, we've got to make sure.
You guys can take. Yeah, you guys take that with you. Oh, sorry, not my receipt.
We've got to make sure that everybody's licences are in order and vehicles are in order, so they don't unknowingly.
Perfect. So keep that. You guys take that because there's information in there for you to.
Can I give you that then? 'Cause that
I'm
is the
good,
fines
thank you.
enforcement number.
Well, you can just put it up to the screen. I'm not touching any of your
that number.
paperwork. Yeah, got it.
It's the number of the fines enforcement that's making your licence under fines suspension.
There's some
And that's
more.
been enforced
There's
since
some
the
more
12th of,
information to go in your
February.
information pack.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very informative.
A little cartoonish how she just keeps pulling out more and more paperwork. Next it should be like an accordion folder, and then rule of threes, because he already did some paperwork, accordion folder, full file cabinet out the window.
I know. Can I just check you're not on my list?
This is Australia.
Alright.
Right, you're not on my list.
So you're like, no. We're good guys.
All right.
So, like I say, your licence is all paid up to 2028. Unfortunately, it's just got that one fine suspension against it that I'm making you aware of today.
Cool.
Should you have any sort of crash or anything like that, it may invalidate any private insurance.
I'm not
that you
planning to have
against
any
yourself.
accidents.
Well, nobody plans to.
Well, that's the nature of accidents, isn't it? You don't plan them. If you planned it, it wouldn't be an accident. It would be premeditated manslaughter, murder, I don't know. Anyway, that's why you have insurance, because you don't know when an accident's going to happen. But if you're driving suspended, like they just said, apparently your insurance will be null and void. So that's going to fuck you. Don't do that. Don't be the narcissistic psycho who's like, I'm never going to have an accident. That's not how this works. Nutbag. Not how this works. Emisor with a $50 tip says, due to your take on beans and chili, this tip is expressly for Sovsit T Strawman. You hear that? For you, baby. I'm gonna get you some nice fur conditioner. Thank you. We are, oh god, how much is this towards the goal? Let me see. Let me see how much is left. Let me give you a number. Calculator. Okay, so we're $170.50 away from the goal now. We're so close to sweet, sweet karaoke.
An accident with the debacker.
Well, debatable.
So, I've made you aware of that.
You okay, darling?
Your Ford Ranger.
You can have a cigarette if you want.
cigarette.
You can just sit there. You can have a cigarette in the car, darling.
She's giving the, like, I know that the person she's giving the cigarette to is an adult. I understand that. But it's a little funny that she's taking this guy to an appointment, some sort of doctor's appointment. She's like, "Oh, here, love, have a cigarette."
And your rego is out, alright? And it went out on the 13th of October 2023. And it should be displaying 1HYJ 723, okay? You, like I say, I know where you're coming from. I understand what you're saying to me. However,
thank you for admitting that on camera.
We have laws and legislation.
Ma'am, him saying he understands what you're saying doesn't mean it's true or that he agrees. It means he comprehends the words coming from your mouth.
And there's a Road Traffic Act in force that every vehicle is registered. It needs to be road legal under WA statute, okay?
Okay, so in fact, whilst we're here, where are the published public rules of statutory jurisdiction that you're trying to enforce?
They're all...
Do you have a copy at the station?
I don't know if there is a copy.
Is there a copy at the library? Where are the published rules of statutory jurisdiction?
You can Google the Road Traffic Act.
Yeah, that falls under statutory jurisdiction, yeah. So I'm asking you where the public...
Okay, well, you fall under statutory jurisdiction because you're a human being in a country with laws. Welcome to Earth.
Where are the public's published copies of statutory jurisdiction?
I'm guessing they'll be in libraries.
Okay. All right. If you're enforcing statutes, acts, and legislations, then that falls under statutory jurisdiction, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm asking, where are the public's published rules of those statutory jurisdictions?
I'll be honest, I don't know.
Okay.
Do you?
They don't exist.
They don't exist.
They don't exist.
Right, okay.
Now, the reason they don't exist is because all law should stand under judicial law, and what you're trying to do...
Judicial law? Again, she's acting like we have a common law system, like in the Middle Ages. We do not. We have a system that we have parliamentary, like in Australia, you have a parliamentary system, I think. Right? Australia has a parliament, not a Congress. Pretty sure they have a parliament. There's a parliamentary system in Australia, right? And they legislate and they write laws, and then those laws are interpreted by the judiciary. By judicial law, she means basically case precedent. See, back in the day, in like the medieval period, they had what was called common law, and it would basically be, there wouldn't necessarily be direct legislation, you know, but there would be laws, probably produced by like the ruler, the king, or whoever. And then when specific issues came up that didn't have specific laws necessarily, the local magistrate would make rulings, and then that ruling would sort of become the law in similar matters, so other places around were supposed to follow the same common law, right? Now, we have elements of the common law system today. We have case precedent, which is a thing, but that's not the main driver of our legislation. It's not legislation, sorry. It's not the main driver of our laws. The main driver, at least in theory, is Congress or the Parliament, whatever the legislative branch is that actually passes bills into law. They don't think that bills that become law are law. They just don't believe in the legislature. They want the legal system to work like it did basically in the Middle Ages in Europe.
Statutes, acts, and legislations when there is no statutory jurisdiction in place.
Okay.
There's heaps of information that I've just given you in that pack. Have a look through it yourselves. This isn't going to help you on your professional level, but it's going to help you on a personal level.
In the meantime, Rebecca, we're going to remove the plates from your vehicle because they don't for this car.
You can't touch my vehicle. I don't think so. That's assault on my vehicle.
Assault is a thing that... No. Your vehicle isn't being assaulted. That's not how this works. Your vehicle isn't a person. No.
You do not touch my... I will ring the police and I will make a complaint if you touch my property. I have had police smash through my home. I have had police damage my property. You do not have permission.
The other system is civil law, like France has. I've heard France's legal system is just bonkers compared to other places. It's like in the United States, we have an adversarial system, but I guess that's not how it works in France. I'm very curious how the fuck that works. I could probably watch a YouTube video on it.
Or authority to touch my vehicle. Yes, you do.
We don't need any
Absolutely, you do.
Okay, no.
Okay, well...
that's what's happening. Okay,
all right,
so
no,
I'm
it's not
okay,
happening.
well-
Hang on, I require you to speak to your superintendent then. I require a senior officer.
I'm the senior
Do
officer
not
here today.
touch my... Give me your phone, I need to ring the police.
Police!
Okay.
I need you to come and help me from the
no,
police!
do not touch my vehicle! Harry, turn the bloody phone off. Right, I just want to let everybody on Facebook know this. He is now touching my car.
They're touching me car!
You are now stealing, and I will be filing a lawsuit against you personally, Neil, for touching my vehicle without permission. You are now breaking the law yourself.
Take that, Neil. Three peanuts are walking down the street. One was assaulted. Boo! Civil law is more akin to Roman law than common law. I don't know Roman law. Do I look like I had a classical education?
You okay, darling? Yeah. You alright? Hold on for a minute. It's okay.
I grew up in the Midwest.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
I learned about apple cider, Johnny Appleseed, and the logging industry.
No, it's not okay.
Just a Peach says, when I was a care aide, no one was allowed to smoke in your vehicle when you were working for insurance reasons. I don't get the feeling that she's a big follower of rules. Paul Bunyan. For the record, Paul Bunyan is not real. Johnny Appleseed was a real person. Johnny Appleseed is sort of a mytho-historical character from American folklore, but he was a real guy, unlike Paul Bunyan. Did I have to take a Michigan education too? I think we had like 1 semester of Michigan history.
You can have another cigarette if you like. You're okay.
I didn't learn grammar, logic, and rhetoric. Grammar, yes. Logic and rhetoric, no. Yeah, ma'am, he's taken your license plate as evidence.
I'm going to file a lawsuit to the pair of you for this. You shouldn't be touching my vehicle. Okay.
We can see...
Oh, I know. Chris also transports vulnerable adults to hospital and stuff. I know.
It's a common law?
It's nothing to do with common law.
Okay.
It was common law was put in by the barons. It's had nothing to do with that. They're projecting things on people's...
But on this occasion, the plates don't match the vehicle, so that's why we've taken them. Okay.
You can't. You're literally stealing my property. You're literally stealing my property. You think that you can go around and behave like criminals, and you can't.
The irony.
You have an obligation. Okay. This is a dereliction of duty.
We're all good with that? I've got the other one.
Isn't it ironic?
Okay,
don't
final
you think?
thing we've got to do.
It's like rain.
It's your property.
Why don't you take them since you're stealing the rest of my property?
I've got the screws back in at the back.
Do you want your screws back on? There you go.
Okay, so I require a specimen breath and breath test.
I require you to stand down and stop trying to bully me.
One continuous breath until I...
I'm not doing that. I'm not drinking. I'm in the middle of work. What are you doing?
So all you've got to do
and
is...
no one has ever drank in the middle of work before.
What are you doing, Tom? Okay, it is very clear and obvious that I am not drinking. I am in the middle of work.
But I'm giving you a roadside breath test.
Okay, and I do not need to do that. You are trying to get me to contract with you to profit from equity bonds.
Under Section 66 of the Road Traffic Act, I require you
and we've just had a conversation that you don't have the jurisdiction to follow through because you didn't even...
I know you don't believe they have jurisdiction, Fortunately, you happen to be wrong.
It existed.
Okay, so are you telling me that you're not going to provide me with
I am telling you that I do not consent to contact or joinder with you. I waiver the benefits on offer.
Okay, so you're
I
not
would
going
like
to give me a specimen breath?
I would. Did you hear what I said?
No, say again.
I do
I
not.
wonder how the person that she's a carer for feels about this. I wonder if they're rethinking the relationship they have with this woman.
Consent to contract or joinder with you.
Okay.
I waiver the benefits on offer.
Okay, so are you telling me that you're
I am
failing to
wavering.
provide a specimen
No,
breath?
you're not listening. I am wavering the benefits on offer.
Okay.
Ma'am, none of the things you're saying matter. You can try and semantically change the framing of what's happening, but it doesn't change the reality. I understand words are a beautiful thing and they can paint vivid, descriptive pictures of ideas and thoughts, but they're not magic. And just because you rephrase something in a way that feels better to you doesn't change, again, the reality. Phyllis Filler, what do you want me to look up in Black's Law Dictionary? Joinder will do.
Right, bear with me. What I'll do is I'll set up the secondary, and we'll give her that opportunity, and then...
I cannot believe you're doing this. I'm a support worker. You can see that somebody here is distressed in the car. Where is your heart?
You should probably stop then. Thought. Garats, thank you so much for gifting a sub. Much appreciated.
Where is your heart?
My heart?
Yes.
We're road policing officers doing our duty.
No, you're not. You're wasting my time.
Well, you just provided a minute of breath.
I don't need to. I'm in the middle of work. You can see I've not been drinking. You're trying to get me to contact with you.
That's the thing. I don't...
Are you behind on your quote?
Sovereign citizens often, I don't think, realize how weird they come across. Like, I get that you shouldn't be breathalyzing just every random person necessarily, but you're acting incredibly irrationally. You're acting in a way that does not make sense to the vast majority of people, which is going to proctor suspicion that you might be on something. Saying.
Quotas this week. Is this what this is about? You're behind on your quotas, so you decide to interrupt me whilst I'm in the middle of work. You're now putting... Yes, I'm glad you've read that sign as well.
Or they or their guardian will probably call the agency later to get a different person placed with him. I hope so.
Thanks, Paul.
Joinder, joining or coupling together, uniting two or more constituents or elements in one, uniting with another person in some legal step or proceeding, union, concurrence, the consent to an agreement or document by a party who has interest in the subject matter of the agreement or document, but who is not himself an active party to the agreement or document. So again, basically the same thing as when they say, I don't contract with you. They believe that this is a consensual interaction that requires their willing participation. They are wrong.
Leanne, am I okay? Yeah, at the moment. It just depends what these guys are going to do. If you guys could keep watching this and if you can screen record everything that's going on, because this will be for my lawsuit. I'm live on Facebook. People are watching you.
Latu Barada natural law. Oh, she's smoking now. Good.
Now, these away from them. Assault me in a minute, so if they do hurry, you need to get out the car and stay away from them because they hurt.
What the fuck? Cop should start singing Beatles. Yeah, I've said this before. If you're a cop, don't do this, because I think when you're a cop, you know, people should have the right to film you. But this goes for, like, if you're a records person at a courthouse or whatever, and one of those First Amendment auditors comes in and is, like, harassing people. A lot of the time, they're doing it to make money. So, in order to stop that, play Disney music, or the Beatles, anything that you know copyright is gonna go crazy on. And then they can't monetize their video, which will generally, you know, make them not want to do it there, because that's what they're doing it for, is the money, often.
Not yet. Listen, darling, if they
Filming with your client present is an easy way to get fired in most places, unsurprisingly.
Me?
Many tongues are
really brave, and I need you to take the chief with you. Okay, I will give you my bank card, and we will get you an Uber back to you, and you take.
Oh my God, she's supposed to be caring for this person, and now she's requiring the person she's caring for to take care of her dog while she gets arrested. Oh my God, this is terrible.
With you, and then we'll organise something else. Okay. Just let me give you Ricky's number. Get your phone. Have you got Ricky's number?
Yeah, Ricky's here.
Ricky, I've been pulled over by the police. Can you jump on Facebook and screen record what's going on?
Ricky!
If they take me...
Get on the call, Ricky! I'm getting arrested! I think it's funny if you imagine this in a southern accent. Ricky, get on the call! I'm getting arrested!
If they take me, Harry's got chief, and you're gonna need to go to Harry's and get the dog. This is Harry's number. He'll tell you the address. Can you jump on Facebook and screen record what's going on? Thank you. Bye. I'm gonna have to get me out of the car first. Shut you under it. I'm gonna lock.
Oh, she's really got that classy cigarette look to her. It's not even like straight. It's just drooping, and there's way too much ash on the end. In film language, that's her displaying that she is what we call in the film biz a scumbag.
Then.
About 30 minutes left in the stream, so this is the last time I'll do my little plugs for myself. You know, I gotta do it, sorry. If you want to help support the stream, super chats, gift subs, and of course tips help. We're about 170 away from the tip goal, because everything's doubled till Friday. Alright, shut up, promotion, Hannah. Shut your mouth.
Okay, if they grab me, it's okay, you don't need to do anything. I know I've not done anything, but I won't resist, alright? But if they take me, you don't need to do anything, alright? You're okay? Yeah, I've got a little ashtray. Don't understand.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm requiring a roadside breath test.
Okay, just to let everybody know, these guys are getting served lawful documents.
Okay. I like that they just consider someone being served as them handing them something. Not really legal service. That's not what that means. It's not just you being like, look, here's a paper I'm giving you. You have no legal weight. You have no legal weight.
So,
Is this her last video? I actually don't know. No, it looks like there is a conclusion video that's a short, which we'll watch after this.
Neil.
Right, well...
Okay, this guy's now been served. This is recorded on camera. Tom.
Require specimen breath for breath
Okay,
test. Do you
both of
understand
these
that?
guys have... I do not understand.
Okay, you need to blow into it in one continuous breath.
I've said this many times before, but I should point out, when she says I don't understand, she doesn't mean she doesn't comprehend. In sovereign citizen language, they believe that when you are asked, do you understand, it's a secret code in which the cops are really asking, do you stand under my authority? So they think it's basically a secret code that if you don't know the right password, the cops will get jurisdiction. So she thinks saying, I don't understand means I do not stand under your authority. Again, she thinks it's like a secret passcode, basically. That's why often instead of understand, they will say I overstand or I understand. Because again, they think it's word magic and they think it does something.
Understand? Why are you doing this? Do I look
because
to you?
It's a roadside breath test. It's a random breath test.
Money. Stop leaning on my vehicle, please. Excuse me. Get off my vehicle.
Okay, so you're not telling me that
Tom,
you're going to accept
I've
this.
wavered. I haven't refused.
Okay, so
I've
I now
not
require
refused.
you to accompany me to that vehicle.
I'm not getting out because you're going to assault me.
We're not going to assault you. We're on camera.
If you think that makes a difference,
okay, right?
Do no.
I've got a key. Can you please come out the vehicle?
You've just stole it. You've hurt my hand.
I've got your
now.
key. Yes.
You've just hurt my blooming hand. I knew that you was going to assault. Okay. This is what you do to women.
You to accompany me
this
to that
is what you do. You're plumbing out my hand. Get me the police. I'm going to call the police. Okay.
Right,
I require a superintendent to the scene immediately.
Rebecca, it's gonna.
Rebecca.
Do you think she's gonna fight the door shut against multiple cops? I don't think so.
Stop damaging my car.
I'm not damaging your car.
Get the police. Get
out
me
car. Vroom,
okay, so
vroom.
you to come to that vehicle.
Get the police.
Does anyone remember Vine?
Want to be manhandling.
You've hurt me already. Just
Vine was like TikTok, but with less propaganda.
Stop.
Just please step out of the vehicle.
I'm ringing the police. You shouldn't be doing this to me. No. Please. Where the
f- we'll wait.
Hurry.
Okay, so you can be arrested for failing to provide a secondary test.
I've not committed a crime.
Okay.
I've not committed any crimes.
You may
I keep
have to
telling
arrest
you. For what crime?
You've got to come to
for
that
what
vehicle.
Crime?
Provide a specimen under the Road Traffic Act.
Please, quickly. Emergency, please. I have 2 police officers breaching their dereliction of duty. I'm from Western Australia. I require a superintendent to the scene immediately. These police are bullying me.
Yeah, she's calling the police on the police. In perfect rebus, what do you want me to look up in Black's Law Dictionary?
They have weapons on them. They have guns on them. They have hurt my hand. How dare you grab me?
A vow?
Please, I require a superintendent to the scene immediately. I mean, where are we? Mandurah. Where are we, please?
We're on Mandurah Road, across of Kildanup Drive.
Mandurah Road, I require...
A vow, in pleading to acknowledge and justify an act done, to make an avowry, see avowal. Avowal. An open declaration. Purpose is to enable the court to know what the witness would have stated in answer to the question propounded, and to inform the court when the interrogator would prove contrary to the testimony given at trial. See offer of proof.
Require a superintendent to the scene immediately. I have 2 male police officers attempting to hurt me.
We're Tango Sierra 219.
You've just...
Tango Sierra 219.
Tell the operator...
There are 2 police officers. They are with weapons. They have hurt my hand. They are bullying me. I have committed no crimes. I require a superintendent to the scene immediately.
You just tell the operator we're Tango Sierra 219.
Tango Sierra 219 are the culprits.
Okay.
You've really blooming out my finger. Look what you did.
Hurt my finger.
What are you grabbing my stuff for? I require a superintendent to the scene immediately, please.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Rebecca Whitehead, lowercase. My name is Rebecca Whitehead, lowercase. They are harassing me. They are threatening me. There is a dereliction of duty. There is a gross misconduct. No, I don't want you to speak to them. I'm ringing to complain about you.
Right.
I require a superintendent here immediately. Your police officers are rogue. Who are not, who are breaching their code of
The
conduct.
police are hurting me. Send more, please. I'm being bullied. Send more bullies.
No, I require a superintendent to the scene. You are live streaming on Facebook. I am requiring a senior member of staff. Please help me. Mandra. I've just told you. Call it. No, there's 4 men. 4 men and 1 woman.
But we're not even touching you.
I require a superintendent here immediately. Your police officers are breaching their code of conduct. There is a gross dereliction of duty. One of them has just grabbed my hand, grabbed my car keys.
Why do you think the live stream matters? Okay, for real answer, because from their perspective, they are so convinced of what they are saying that they think that any reasonable person would look at this video and see her as a victim who's in the right and the cops as tyrants. That's what she believes would be the general perception. Her perception of this situation and how she would be perceived by others versus the police is entirely out of whack with the reality of most people's perception of this situation. So she believes that it's self-evident that she is right and they are wrong. She's, of course, incorrect, but that's why. Because she thinks she's effectively telling them, you're going to be held accountable, because she thinks they should be held accountable, because she genuinely believes they're doing illegal shit. They're not, to my knowledge. They don't seem to be.
They are trying to force me.
I should write a book. I can speak, I cannot write. So no, you would not want to read a book I wrote. Quasi-Spec, thanks for following.
To do things that I do not want to do. They have weapons on them. There are 4 men.
So I guess that's what Nana is for.
Under section 66.
If I do this, right, you're going to let me go then? Right, well, go on and get it. No, I'm not getting out of the car. You've already hurt me.
Tom, you're happy to put her back on the first one?
I'll do it.
Yeah, we'll put you back on the preliminary one then.
I still require a senior officer, please. I require a superintendent to the scene immediately. I need to make a complaint about these police officers.
We'll go to the station.
I'm not going to the station.
If
The
you want to make a
superintendent.
complaint, the superintendent is not going to come out. So I'll be honest with you. You need to if you want to make a complaint, you can make a complaint online.
I'm not doing that. It's legal entrapment.
Or you can go into a police station, Rebecca. All right? They're your options.
They are threatening and intimidating me. You're telling me if I don't do it, you're going to arrest me for nothing? I haven't done anything wrong.
Not nothing, all of the things they previously listed.
Traffic law, yeah. It comes with the power of arrest, Rebecca.
Yeah.
When you get to the station, okay, you can't complain on a 000 line. So if you go
I'm not asking to complain. I require. How many times do I have to say it? I require a senior member of staff.
You've got 2 sergeants on scene. You're not going to get anybody more senior than us.
you can't make that request on a 000 line. You're going to have to go to the station and request it there.
Right. So there's no senior.
When you get to the station, Rebecca, you can make a complaint. Okay, but you can't
Ask to
make a
speak to
complaint
your
on a
IC, please.
000 line. You're going to have to follow the instructions of the officers.
Senior sergeant.
Okay, and if you want to make a complaint, you can do that online.
All right. But I'd really like to take that, and we don't have to.
That's the end of it.
Right. Thank you.
We don't have to make you feel horrible. We don't have to reluctantly use force if we have to. We don't want to. We're just asking you. All right.
Right, but you can see that I'm not drunk.
I know. Well,
I don't drink.
We don't know.
You can see you're not daft.
I know that.
You're not daft.
Yeah.
It really feels like a lot of sovereign citizens have a difficult time getting in the shoes of other people and assuming other people know the things they know. Let's assume she's not drunk. I don't think she's drunk, really. But, like, I don't know that, right? Because I'm a different person than her. I don't have the same internal knowledge she has. but she doesn't seem to be able to delineate between what she knows and what other people know. Just because you know you're not drunk doesn't mean other people know that. Especially functional alcoholics can, like, appear pretty sober up to a point. Of course, there's a limit for everyone. But I don't know. It just feels like there's a gap here between her abilities to understand herself and her abilities, or lack thereof, of understanding the mind of others. Ugh.
Okay, so everybody we stop has a preliminary breath test.
Right, so I want you to say on camera that if I do this, you are going to let me go and you are not going to hurt me.
Yeah, I'll check on it.
Absolutely.
I can't touch her.
Okay, right. So require a specimen breath for a breath test. Okay, blow into the machine 1 continuous breath until I tell you to stop.
Don't consent to this.
What's the, childhood developmental stages? Which psychoanalyst was the one that talked about the different developmental stages in children? Like the mirror stage, the anal retentive or expulsive stage, I don't remember all of them. It's been a while since I was in school.
Stop. That's it.
Thank you.
Simple as.
Can I have my car keys back? You really plummeted. Thank you. Why do you need that as proof? I told you. You should have believed me. I'm an honest woman.
Skinner. Thank you.
I'm a moral...
My favorite video game designer, B.F. Skinner. A funny psychology and gaming joke. This is her follow-up video.
Hey guys, just want to let everybody know that I'm safe. The cops are gone, and they stole my plates, hurt my finger, broke my car keys, and then left. So, yeah, all good. Thank you for those who recorded. Bye.
Let's see. We have about 15 minutes left. What else are we gonna cover? Try this one.
You're speeding.
And?
And you're going in excess of the speed limit.
You're speeding, and? What do you mean, and?
Doing 158 kilometers per hour.
Did I create any harm to anybody?
No.
No? Okay, that's fair enough.
You're driving in excess of the speed limit. That's
Okay, and under which registration?
Wait, where's this one at? There's no way this is Australia. They do not sound Australian.
Please act.
Under the road traffic legislation.
Now, listen, I tell you something now, okay? I'm very busy. I'm going to work, okay? So, I'll offer to let me go because I'm busy. I respect what you are doing. We are sound. We are not creating harm to anybody.
No, there's no letting you go. You've committed
okay,
traffic offense.
fair enough.
Like, what does the cop sound like?
No.
Irish or something?
Okay, that's fair enough. Listen. No. Listen, I don't have a driving license. No.
Okay.
Okay. Listen. First of all, I'll ask you the question.
No, you won't.
I'll ask you the question. You answer the question because I'm the master and you are the servant. Okay?
No.
So, can you please provide your identification card, please? I do expect your oath. Are you acting under the oath?
I am indeed.
Very good. Excellent. Can I please see that I need to take a note?
There is my identification.
I need to see a number and everything? Very good. Wait. Don't be so in rush. Come here. Come back. Come back here because you are not going to get any... Can I please have some paper then?
This is the greatest video we've ever watched in terms of accents. This is incredible. I love them both.
Come back here. No, I get to the number. Wait.
I was not driving. I was traveling on my way to save the princess.
Yes. I can read.
Yep.
Good man. I like that. So, what is the number?
Number is...
You are wasting your time, I'm telling you, yeah? I fucking drive you crazy.
Excuse me, do not curse at me.
Yeah, sorry.
Do not curse at me,
it's okay.
There's no need.
It's okay. Because you are working for a corporation as well. So
I'm working for a
you no, you don't work for a guy. You are working for a corporation. Like a yes.
Murphy, don't touch my card, please.
So if you don't give me your card, listen. If you don't give me your card, you are not going to get my details.
Okay, so it is Ireland.
I'm showing you my card.
All right, this is accidentally not Australian. It was on the channel with all the Australia stuff, so it snuck in at the end. Whoopsie.
Okay,
there it is.
Don't shake. Why
There's
not
my
shake
card.
it? Okay, fair enough. 43057. 43057. Now, I tell you that you are a police constable, okay? I will come to you personally, not the Angarda Chicona. Is it correct?
Sorry.
Are you happy with that?
Do you have your driver's license? Sir?
I don't,
Okay.
because
Do you have
I'm not
any
driving.
valid identification?
Because I'm not driving, and also I'm traveling, just to let you know. So you are stopping me under yes, I have no problem with that.
Okay.
Did I create any harm? Did you never read about the common law?
I'm gonna be honest, I kinda always thought that Mario's voice was like a really crazy exaggeration of an Italian accent, but like, this is like not far off. I've almost expected him to go, woohoo! Like, he's like nailing it. He's doing a good job with his own accent that I've identified as a cartoon plumber.
1 second, sir.
Did you never read about common law?
There's your speed, 158.
I don't care.
You don't care?
No,
That's
no,
fine.
absolutely, I
1
don't.
second, stay there.
I don't. I say whatever I like.
Sir, could I just get your name, please?
No.
No.
Who said no?
Sorry, I thought you said no. That's
No,
problem.
why?
Yeah, okay.
So, that's me. I'm proving who I am.
That's no problem.
Also, have you been in Templemore?
I have indeed.
So, for how many months?
A long time.
Okay, fair enough. Did you never read the Angarda Chicona code?
I did, yeah.
Yes. Why you are not wearing the hat when you are working? Do you know that it's illegal? Do you know it's illegal?
No, it's not illegal, sir.
Absolutely it is.
No.
Because it's not conform with your uniform. So why you don't come with a flip-flop to work? So where is your red?
I'm glad.
Go back to the car if you want to talk to me and put your red. Come on.
Phoenix, I ever told you the tale of the streamer Pagliacci?
I'm the master here. He's the servant. And people, they have to learn how to deal with these people. Then we'll teach these people how to operate under Angarda Chicona code.
Sir.
Where is your red? I don't see your red.
I'm not wearing a hat, sir.
You need to wear your red because...
No, if you have a problem, you can make a complaint
absolutely
about me.
I will.
You make
And
a
when we go
complaint
to
about
court,
me. Yes.
I will be happy.
Yes.
Then I will go against you because you are... Do you know that you are police constable?
Yes.
Do you?
If you have a problem with me not wearing a
No,
hat,
no.
by all means. you
Yeah,
can make a
absolutely I
complaint.
do have. In court you need to explain to the judge. That's me.
The judge. In court, you need to explain to the judge. I love him. I can't even get mad at the sovereign citizen stuff. I'm hearing it in fun new ways. Judge.
Just to let you know who I am.
That's
the only right that you have to ask. Because I didn't commit any crime. I did not harm or create a loss to anybody here.
I did not create harm. Wahoo!
Sorry, is that EDD?
So long,
Correct.
gay Bowser.
Do you want to pile with the rest that I have?
Sorry?
Do you want to pile this fine with the rest that I have? Huh?
Now I want to play Mario 64.
You need to stop to harass people on the road. Working for the crown. Do you know why you are dressing in black, in blue? You don't know?
It's my uniform.
Yeah, that's the uniform. You know why? Because you are working for the English government, not for the Irish government. Because as a private corporation. You should shame yourself.
Your date of birth, please, sir.
Look, it's there. You can read. Do you want to take this one in the hands? It's gonna be more.
Sorry? It's your date of birth, that's all.
I'll tell you. Did you find?
No.
Anyway, I do not consent to use my private name, and I do not going to be in contract with you. So that's me, my name.
I need your date of birth, sir.
I don't have to give it to you
Yes,
because
you do,
look,
sir.
that's a notary. I don't have.
Yes, sir.
You have my name.
Sir, if you just give me your date of birth,
Listen.
there'll be no issue whatsoever.
Listen, that's my name.
Yes, I have.
In French, Monsieur le Juge is pronounced that way. That's how judges are addressed in French. Excuse me, Mr. the Judge?
That's my address.
Which I have, yes.
That's a document signed by an official government
Yes, no problem.
state.
If I could just get your date of birth.
Look,
Princess Peach
If you can
herself
find-
has signed this document. Are you telling me it is not legitimate?
Here you can take. Otherwise, that's the only
You're
thing I
going
can
to
give you.
answer
You know?
to
Absolutely.
King Toadstool.
I have no problem with that.
I know this is a
That's a
I
leave-
know it's a one-note joke. I know I'm just doing Mario, but it tickles me to no end.
Living man, and you have no authorization, no jurisdiction to use my name in any circumstances.
consent.
I do not consent at all that you take my name and my personal details.
It's a breach of GDPR.
It's a breach of GDPR.
Oh my god, he has like a friend or a girlfriend or something whispering things to him. Oh my god, is his like partner or friend training him to be a sob sit? Oh. Your Mario is more Russian than Italian? Maybe I'm thinking about Tetris. In Russia, mushroom eat you.
An unlawful detention as well. Because I'm traveling, not driving. Thank you.
No, sir, there's your documentation.
Thank you.
Now,
No problem.
Because you don't have your driver's license on you, sir, I'm just going to make a lawful demand of you to reduce it to a Garda station of your choice.
No, you tell me where I have to go because
relevant in 2025,
no,
right? Yes.
The option is yours. I don't have option.
You do. You see, that's the
No.
lawful demand.
That's no,
that you
no.
reduce it to a Garda
You are
station
asking.
of
I
your
told you I
choice.
am.
Oh, yeah,
I
know
told
that,
you I
yeah,
am.
yeah.
Overthought with 100-bit says, "It's a me, the living man, and not a Shadow Mario. Woohoo! I'm a going to jail. Wah!"
So I am a traveler, so I don't have to.
It's up to yourself.
Yeah, no.
Just make a
You
lawful
tell me
demand
where I
of
have
you.
to go.
No,
There I
you
go.
see, the lawful demand is for you to produce it to a
No.
Garda station of your
Look.
choice within 10 days, sir.
On the what? Which authority?
Sir, the road traffic act.
That's. Can you please provide under the legislation Article 8, 25 and 63 of that is Constitution
where would you
in
like
your
to
relation.
produce your driver's
You tell me
license?
where. I will be absolutely happy to bring and show to you.
Well, it's up to yourself. Any
Now,
Garda
do you want to
station.
stay all day here?
I don't know.
So it's up to you because I'm not going
Like I
to.
said,
You tell me where I have to go.
No, you see, I don't have to tell
No.
you, sir. I'm giving you the choice.
No, you don't give me nothing. See, that's where you are wrong, lad.
I could give you a few examples.
Don't consent.
I do not consent. You are using my personal private names, so GDPR. So you don't have any jurisdiction to ask questions because I'm the master here and you are the servant. So you are interfering with my travel. So you have no absolutely no authority to stop me. You are wasting my time as well. That's because you know. Now I'm asking a question. Do you want to stay here? Because I will be very happy to stay all day long here.
Where would you like to produce it?
I'm not going to tell you because I do not consent. I don't want any contract with you whatsoever. If you are happy with that, that's my last answer.
So sorry. Where would you like to produce it?
I think Garda is like the Irish word for police or some kind of police, so I assume it's like the Garda department something. Don't know though.
Garda station.
You can put whatever you like because I'm not going anywhere. I do not consent a contract with you. I do not consent to use my private name as well. See, if you see the affidavit, it's very clear. Now,
So would you like me to?
you do whatever you like because I do not consent to whatsoever what you do like.
Whatever I'd like, sir. Like I said,
I don't want any contract with you. I don't want nothing to do actually with you personally because
is the EU privacy regulations. Gotcha. Thank you.
I do not consent to nothing. So no, it's not.
it's not. Okay. Right. What we'll do is we'll make a lawful demand of you then to produce your certificate of insurance. Or
Is there? Look, is there?
No, have you got the cert?
I do. Is there? Look.
No, that's not the cert. It is.
It is.
No, that's the
It is. It is.
It's not the certificate.
It is.
Yes, it is.
You are asking stupid question now because it's there. Look.
You need to talk to me like that now, sir.
Absolutely.
No, there's no need for it.
Absolutely, I need because I have my right because I pay your wages as well, as far as I know, with my tax. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. As far as I know, it's an unlawful detention. Now you are stopping me here. Absolutely, yes.
20 minutes.
No. There is no area. It's it's like between 5 and 20 years in jail. So you are holding me on the road here for any you don't have any right to do. So you have my name. You know where I live. I'm going now in 1 minute.
Would you like to nominate a guard?
I don't have to nominate anybody because I don't want any contract with you. So it's so simple.
No consent within 10 days. Okay?
Yeah, you produce whatever you like. I don't consent. I do not consent.
An €80 fine and
Oh, you can bring whatever you like. Doesn't matter for me.
Not to speed in future, okay?
Thank you.
No, so you have a good day and mind yourself and just produce them documents. And like I said,
Where?
you received a fixed charge notice.
Thank you. Bye.
And
See
you
you, my
have a good
friend.
day.
Mind yourself. Take care. Bye bye. Cheers.
How to deal with road pirates. Fuck me. That is bad. Alright. So next time we do Sobsit stuff, or maybe even this will be its own stream, because it's like over an hour long. This is, a video where he tries to adopt Donald Trump as his uncle or something. What shall Donald J. Trump, who shall now be known as the Motto People, as Lachum to Levan, White Buffalo Warrior, is officially offered official tribal adoption as a blood uncle to Chief Motto. White Buffalo Warrior is forever entitled, even as a non-veteran, to sit at Yahweh's Warriors Council fire. Oh, but we'll deal with that another day. That's it. Thank you, everyone, so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I had fun today. I will be back tomorrow for another stream. Not sure what we'll be doing, but it'll be something fun. If you're watching this on YouTube later, do me a favor and like the stream. And if you want to help out with the tip goal towards the karaoke stream, you can always tip at hannahreloaded.com/tip. It's going all the time, and all those tips will be doubled until Friday if you want to get to the tip goal. Now let's see who we're going to raid.
So many times, and sometimes
this seems appropriate. Cooker28, who covers cookers. That makes sense. Thanks, Rick M. I appreciate it. All right, I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna go heat up some pizza or something. All right, later, everyone. Have a good night. Love you, Mr. Blast. Bye, everyone else.